dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Sitcast Podcast, a Star Wars podcast where we pretty much talk anything, everything Star Wars, and we bring weird guests like Kenobi Crusader. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. We got a really jam-packed show tonight. We got some special guests, and on top of that, we got some things to talk about in terms of new reveals. I think we're going to talk about Marcel's newly announced. Well, it's been announced, but we got some new things happening with Marcel that we definitely have to talk about. Woo. And Mr. Kenobi Crusader, Dom, welcome back.
Thanks, bro. Thanks for having me.
He doesn't have one, but two statues to unbox tonight.
Yeah, some good ones.
Good ones, and it's gonna take up quite a bit of the time. So let's hit the ground running. But obviously, let's introduce the guest. We got Marcel. You guys know who he is. Mm-hmm. We got Kenobi Crusader. Obviously, my co-host Sean Solo with an awesome hat.
Yeah,
and let's rock and roll. Let me address the chat real quick, and then we'll talk to Marcel.
See who's here.
Doc Collector, congratulations in beating out Jose Paez.
Jose, you're slipping.
You're slipping, Jose. You're slipping. Well, first of all, thank you to Doc Collector. Thank you to Jose Paez for the continued support. We really, really appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in pretty much every week to listen to us talk about Star Wars and collecting Star Wars. Who else is here? We got Lee. What's up, Lee?
What's up, Lee?
We got J2SO. What's up, J2?
What's up, Jason?
We got McFly.
That's all I think about. Back to the Future. Hello, McFly.
I know, like, McFly. And we're missing Nilda tonight, by the way. She unfortunately couldn't make it. She's not feeling well tonight, so we wish her
get better, Nilda. Get better,
Nilda. We hope you feel better, Nilda, and we miss you. So
I've been watching her videos on her toy hunts, which have been pretty cool.
Hey, Jose.
Oh yeah, she does, dude.
Thanks. Man.
She does amazing toy hunts, and not only that, she does some crazy things, like crazy awesome things. I mean, she had Ashley Eckstein tattoo her leg. She had it graded by what's that, Sean? JSA, yeah. Yep. So she does really amazing work. So definitely check out Appetite for Collectibles. So we got RMD Collective. What's up, RMD? Go
What's
Orlando Magic. No, he's a Warriors fan. By the way, the Magic suck. I'm a Magic fan. It's just been horrible for the past 10 years. So all right, so let's get straight to it. Marcel.
Yeah.
Lead the way. So
all right.
Was it like about a month ago you announced that amazing Darth Maul art print behind you?
That's right.
You announced the signature series.
Yeah.
And what you got in store for us today or tonight?
So thanks for having me on the show.
Oh, absolutely.
Here. One of the best all-time collecting shows on the interwebs.
Oh, thank you. Really appreciate it. Marcel, I'll give you the $100 after.
Oh no, that's fine. So yeah.
Oh wait, you want me to share? I will share it now. Tell me when.
No, it's fine. That's fine. Let's go, bro.
Oh, okay.
Put it up there. So as the picture was right there, this summer I went to the Washington Con, had a chance to meet Ray Park. You can put the photo up there. Everybody's seen it already. And it was really great. He was
sorry, my thing is slow, so
that's okay. Some things are slow, some things are fast. So he was really cool about it. We had a good chance to talk, and it was a lot of fun. And then if you go to the next image, after that, Nilda, the other one, the plaque one. These just got signed today. So we did about a month ago the release, or I don't know how long ago it was. Time is crazy. The signature series. So hella popular signature series. These are getting printed up on Friday and Monday. Our printers had a huge backlog of jobs, so that's why it's not getting done until Friday and Monday coming up. So those have all been signed. They're getting printed, and they'll be going out next week. So we had to hold off due to the fact that our printer has been backlogged for a whole bunch of reasons that I won't go into. We couldn't release the 16 by 20 at the same time as the signature series. So right now we are doing, you can go to the next image, is our 16 by 20. We're just releasing that now. You can't see at the very, very bottom of that, it does come with a little plaque. So it's a familiar print. Everybody knows it. It's our most popular, most requested print. The signature series, like I said, was crazy. We've sold more of those than any other print in the history of since we opened the studio.
Was it the quickest? Was it the quickest sellout?
Yeah, it was crazy. It was really, really fast. People were, there you go. There's with the plaque at the bottom. So the 16 by 20 comes with, that's a gold plaque, comes with a silver plaque. Yeah, they sold out super fast. It was just amazing. And of course, thank you so much to Nilda for getting those plaques signed. But this is a 16 by 20. It's not the signature series version. It's a much smaller reproduction of the original artwork. So it can go pretty much anywhere in your house. If you go to the next one, boss, these are just a couple of detail photos. Again, everybody's pretty familiar with these. It's the detail that went into this that makes it such a popular piece, as well as him being such an iconic character. Yeah, so I just wanted to come on and let everybody know. You could just skip through the next couple of detailed pieces there. Just wanted to let everybody know the 16 by 20s are now available. They went live yesterday. A bunch of folks have already picked some up. You can see there, Darth Maul, Force number 7, signed and numbered. You get your certificate of authenticity, cotton gloves for handling. So the silver plaque is your 16 by 20 edition size of 50. So that's the edition size. And we do have some non-signature series 30 by 40s. That's an edition size of 20. And I just wanted to let everybody know that some people weren't around for the signature series pre-orders. So we actually got a couple of extra.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Really?
If you're interested, please go to our website and hit up Nancy. Send her an email. Let them know you were not around for the pre-order. So there's a very small number, 3 or 4, I think. That are still available.
Sean, can you share the website if you don't mind? I'm sorry, I'm still in the picture.
Sorry, I didn't give you any links or anything like that. So yeah, that's it. I just wanted to come on. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. We're really excited about being able to offer the 16 by 20s. It's a very popular size because it can pretty much go anywhere in your house. The larger kind of museum-sized pieces of the 30 by 40s are a bit more difficult to accommodate. The last image, if you just wanted to jump on over to that, this is Nancy today shipping and packing all of the Ralph McQuarrie concept Vaders or Vader concepts. So when we're here at home, as soon as we get the prints, everything is signed and everything is ready to go. We spend a number of days just packing them and getting them out to everybody. So we apologize for the delay. I know that these were ordered a while ago, and there's some other Emperor orders and Tusken Raiders and Mandos and Boba Fett's and stuff like that. We're getting those all out, and the signature series Maul is being printed on Friday and Monday, so those will start going out next week.
Nice.
Thank you. Once those are done, the current batch of 16 by 20s that people have already started to order, they'll start getting printed and sent out as soon as we can. That's it.
Awesome. Can you just tell Nancy to just not stick that label on, and I can send you my shipping label.
I know. I know. I missed out on the. I was telling Marcel in the chat earlier that I don't have the wall space for the larger one, so I usually try to stick around 16 by 20, and I missed that Macquarie 16 by 20 because I think that was around the time we were at the wedding for those 2 weeks, and it just kind of like, I was kind of off social media most of that time.
Yeah,
I
those
completely
sold
missed
out
that one.
in like 2 hours.
So if you have a 16 by 20 laying around, just hit me up.
Yeah, I'll poke around, but I don't think so. They're gone.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I was gonna say is that again, Marcel, you do amazing work. You're
Thank you.
I myself have picked up this this print, the 16 by 20.
Thank you.
I wanted to pick up the bigger one. It's just I got no wall space for it. I thought about it. I'm just like well, here's the thing too. If you had like, if you were gonna do like I don't know, a Vader or Dooku in color, because you know what it is like. I will have this by itself, and I love the color. I love the black and white, but the red and the color just pops with
Yeah,
this.
it pops out a lot.
So
I'm gonna steal that. I was gonna say I'm gonna steal that matting idea too with the red stripe around.
Yeah,
it.
me too.
But I think I'm gonna try to go with the silver inlay.
Yeah,
because it'll kind of almost play off the monochrome horns, like the black and white horns.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's a great idea, man. I can't wait to see that. Send it to me, and I'd love to share it with the people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah,
on the Instagrams.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely. And again, this edition size for the 16 by 20 is only 50.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So for the people that are definitely interested, don't sleep on it. This is a beautiful print. It will definitely sell out because it's small.
Marcel, do you have a count on that yet? Do you know how many you've sold already? And
I have no idea. I can't keep track of that stuff. Between Nancy and I do the front end stuff, and she does the back end stuff. We're also going to be doing. I don't want to take up too much time because I'm just here to.
No, we love listening to you, man.
People's appetite for the main event, but we're also going to be coming out with a con size. So Jerry Vanderstelt, if you guys, I'm sure everybody knows Jerry for his amazing stuff. So he every now and then in my DMs offers me a bit of advice, and he's extremely enthusiastic about me going to cons. So I'm going to start introducing a con size, which is just going to be an open edition for cons. I have no idea about what getting into cons is like. It's just a hypothetical thing that we're going to be doing down the road. We also have next year 2 more signature series set up for next year, which I think everybody's going to love. So that's some news.
Any hints on that signature series?
I can't.
All right, I'll be DMing you. I'll find out.
Too early.
Personally, I'm super stoked about it, but I can't.
I'll wear you down. I'll wear you down.
All right. Anyway, that's it. Thank you so much, guys. Much love to everybody for supporting Nancy and I. All this stuff, we do it in our living room and my drawing studio, and it supports our family, puts food on the table and gas in the tank, which is harder and harder these days.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for the support. We really appreciate it. And as usual, if you're a creative person, go out there, try to do your thing. If there's any way I can possibly help you with any tips or advice, some people DM me and ask me about galleries and stuff like that. Please drop me a line. I don't have all day, but I'm always happy to help somebody out who has any questions about getting into doing your own thing, which is really important. You need a little bit of support, a little bit of confidence. I would like to provide you with that. So get in touch anytime, and thank you so much to you fellas.
Absolutely.
For putting me up here. Thank you so much.
We can't wait to get it.
Yeah, we can't wait to get. And to be honest, I know you're considering some cons. Obviously, I've done quite a bit in the day, so I would definitely recommend you come out to ICCC.
Oh my God, I know.
It's going to be big this
Yeah.
year.
It's gonna be big.
That was a dope show you guys put on too. That was a great show.
Yeah, and I don't know if you caught the beginning of it, but he was talking about, like, I think he was trying to help out the artists as well. So I think, right, like, to have a booth.
Yeah,
it's
there's
not expensive.
There's not a ton of artists there, but there's a handful, which is good because then you don't have a lot of competition. But
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll definitely. Nancy and I started talking about what we're going to do for a strategy for cons, and that will be something that we definitely consider for sure. Yeah, we're going to do our best.
Yeah, BMX Jedi just texts me. He says, I just picked up the mall. So
All right, thank you
Got
very much,
another-
BMX. Appreciate it.
one. Nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like I said, I picked it up, so I can't wait to get it. And keep doing keep doing what you're doing, Marcel. You're doing amazing work. And again, seriously, would love to meet you at a con.
Oh, yeah.
At your booth. And the one thing that makes the con so special, especially when you're an artist, is that you get to interact with fellow Star Wars fans, fans who are interested in prints. Whenever I go to a con, that's the first thing I hit up. One of the first things, right, Dom? Like, you went to New York Comic Con, right? Like, you go to Artist Alley, you get to talk to the artist. That's your chance to,
And here's a positive here, Marcel.
A positive.
Here's a double positive about this. Okay? So here's the worst thing that could happen at a con is when you go see your favorite artist and they have zero personality, right? That is not the case with Marcel.
Oh yeah.
So that I could tell you, anyone who it's the truth. I've met a few artists, and I will not name them. They're very mainstream, and you're just like, huh, that was kind of a letdown. Like, zero personality. But with Marcel, I gotta give you a triple plus here. He's a total, he's in the fandom. He's as enthusiastic as I am. And
I'm just trying to keep up with all the cool cats like you guys here. Barely hanging on, man.
Did he say old or cool?
Yeah, so it'd be great to meet you at a con, and anybody would be lucky too, because you're a cool dude. So
yeah,
thank you so much, appreciate
and
it.
You get the passerbys too, right? Like, that's one thing too. It's like they're walking and they stop, like, whoa, what's that? Especially, your mall is so, like, it has so much presence. It's very eye catching. So
it's a presence piece.
Yeah, it is.
No, your stuff is great, but the color on the mall is what grabs you, and the piercing eyes are just captivating.
Absolutely.
Thanks, guys. Enough.
It really is. It is. It's the truth.
He's blushing.
It's the truth, though. It's amazing.
Thank you. I'm just grateful to be here, both Nancy and I. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, you're very welcome. Yeah. And I'm glad to help promote your amazing work. And show the world, like, how great of an artist, and not only great of an artist, how great of a person you are. So
right back at every single one of you.
Yeah, thank you for supporting us, and thank you for doing such great work, because it'll go well with some of my Darth Maul collectibles. So
nice, happy to contribute.
All right, so any idea? I think we're probably, like, trying to get more out of you, but any idea when the 16x20s will ship? You said maybe towards the end of the year.
Oh, what, these malls?
Yeah,
16x20. Yeah.
Oh, so the Signature Series 30x40s are printing on. I'm going to the studio in Vancouver to sign them on Friday and then on Monday. So those will ship once those jobs are done printing. Then whatever orders we have for the 16x20s, we'll get to those. A long time ago, there was just a bunch. I don't want to bore you guys. There was just a bunch of stuff that set back the printing. So there was like a big backlog. So we're trying to catch up now that all the printing is a go. So by the end of next week, we should be signing, numbering, and printing those 16x20 malls that are already on order.
Nice.
So,
cool.
So catch yours before they're gone.
Oh, can't wait. I can't wait to have it. That's
Cool.
what it is. Especially like that that border that you showcased. I definitely will steal that idea. All right, so let's get straight to it. Let's we're gonna talk about the bounty pickers, which is kind of would be a good segue to the live unboxings. So let's go around the table here.
Thank you, Chris. Sorry. Hey guys,
Sure.
quickly, is there a way to like type in the comments from this?
Oh, you
place?
got to go to the channel,
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
you-
never mind.
and then you could type there.
Okay.
Unfortunately,
Sorry.
yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you. I was just
No.
all right.
Absolutely not. All right, cool. Again,
Lee's busting your chops.
buy so
Buy some sleeves.
buy some sleeves. What do you call this? Yeah, Sean, do you have the link again or
I
was it
do.
your- if you could
Paste it
just-
in there.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much. All right, so let's do the bounty pickups. Again, the bounty pickups is no way to enable people. We usually enable ourselves, if anything.
Why have people complained that you're like forcing people to buy?
No, they haven't. I mean,
Well, we got a disclaimer.
We just got a disclaimer.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Okay.
Yeah, but to be honest, like what Sean and I have been talking before is that we kind of want to highlight maybe like something like discount of the day or something like that. So if we could help people save money in collecting, I think that'd be such a really cool
Yeah.
Well, I got something to bring up later. Remind me about that discount. I got a bone to pick with one of my companies here that, just remind me about discounts. And
Okay, well, yeah, definitely. All right, so let's do the bounty pickups. Sean Solo, any recent Star Wars bounty pickups?
I got a nice care package from you today. Got a little Queen Studios hat and some t-shirts. And,
Marcel,
some
did you
good stuff.
did you get a Queen Studio?
I don't know. I don't
Well, Marcel won one, so his is on
Yeah.
the way.
win one. I
His
did win.
is on the way. So,
Yeah,
Interesting.
on the way.
Yeah.
Dom, listen. Well, there's a empty area in my collection that's missing a certain Darth.
Yeah. There's a story about that too. I have another problem with Darth. Well, I might as well share it now. Darth Talon.
He sold it.
No, I had my seventh. My kid had his 7th birthday, and my nephew snuck in here.
Oh no!
And broke her saber.
Oh no!
So I mailed it out to our buddy. Was it Chris Guzman?
Oh, the Guzman. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but that's like it's a few
Philippines,
countries
yeah.
over. Yeah. So God knows when I'll get it back. But
He's a good guy, man. He's
a good dude.
Yeah,
but it was like of all things to break.
Yeah.
It was like, come on.
Yeah.
Did you hold your composure? That's the real question.
No, I lost it after he left, and I had a tantrum. I'm like,
Yeah.
of all things,
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Sorry, could continue.
Man.
Yeah.
So that means PJ gets a discount since it's broke.
Yeah, you want to know?
Oh, now you want to? Okay, actually, I'll take it.
Now he'll
No.
I'll take it now. Yeah. So, any other Star Wars bounty pickups?
I got this last week. I don't think I showed it last week. I got
yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Aye.
Which I've had this on pre-order for a while, and it finally came. Like I
Mhm.
said, I'm pretty much out of the Hot Toys game unless it's original trilogy or Rogue One, anything like that. I'm a sucker for, and that's OT. So, and I've been wanting the speeder bike ever since the Sideshow one, and then we always said, "Whoa, Hot Toys will make one," and then they did the one for the Mandalorian. I was like, "You watch, next is going to be Return of the Jedi," and then they announced that one. So I was like, "All right, well, I'm glad I waited." So one day I'll get to unbox it.
Nice.
Yeah, that's the bad thing about, like I said, Hot Toys now. Like when you get them, I wait like 2-3 weeks before I even open it. Where 6 years ago when they came, it was like Christmas. You start ripping it open and you can't wait.
And I talked about it in my main channel. Is that like it's just way too many things.
Yeah.
Look at all these things in the back of me that I have to unbox and review and put up. It's just one after another, and it's just kind of overwhelming, to be honest.
It's hard to keep up.
Yeah, and that's why, I've talked about it, about a year ago and maybe 2 years ago, is focus collecting. It's easy to get down the rabbit hole of just kind of buying everything. But if you have a focus, that really helps you, you know, kind of like have a vision for your collection. Because if you don't have a vision, that is just boxes upon boxes upon boxes.
Yeah.
So,
And I mean,
uh,
you
but
hear,
we're-
I
yeah,
was going to say, and you hear us always talk about, oh, we're getting out of hot toys, but people got to remember, like, we've been collecting hot toys for 6 to 10 years.
yeah.
So we're not new to the game. We're just ready to kind of move on. And it's hard to keep up. And then, I mean, it's not like I'm getting rid of all of them. Like
Mhm.
I think recently I just sold like 25 figures, but I still have a shit ton left. So it's like,
You still
Yeah.
on eBay doing it? Is it still an eBay thing?
no, eBay gets kind of expensive, especially with the eBay fees and stuff. So,
Mhm.
try to sell it within the groups. I always try to reach out to friends first and be like, hey,
Yeah.
you interested in it? No. Okay. And then I'll throw it up.
Yeah. Well, we'll definitely. Well, that's going to be one of my main topics for tonight, and we'll definitely talk about that a little bit later in terms of collecting and where the collecting game is going. So, all right. So, any other ones besides those?
That's it, man. Like I
Well,
said, saving up for Chewy Bust. That's why I'm selling a lot of these hot toys.
mhm.
I know I sold that Yoda. So I'm waiting for Obi-Wan to sell. Once this Kenobi figure sells, could be ordering the Regal Robot Chewbacca.
Oh, nice. So
Nice.
that will be
Yeah.
another Star Wars bounty pickup, and that would be a good one
That's
too.
a
So.
massive grail too. The fact, like we were saying, you sell your collection to fund your collection, because there's no way my wife would let me spend that much money like
Oh,
out of the
no.
bank account.
Mhm.
There's
Yeah.
no way.
Yeah,
So,
or even like help like fund it. Like you can't.
yeah, yeah. You
So.
can't drop a small used car.
This is like a bunch of Alcoholics Anonymous people at a bar. It's, that's what this basically is.
At a bar.
You know how we're all justifying it. I love it. You're funding it. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I was telling BMX Jedi too. I was like, I'm really close. And I was like, the scary part is when I go to buy it, like for me to spend that much money on a piece, I've never done it in my life. This is like the biggest thing I've ever bought.
Yeah.
But honestly, like it's not going to leave the collection. Like that is something that's a showstopper.
Mhm.
I can never, ever see myself, like I could truly say that. Like I will not get rid of that thing. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to fork over all this money.
Mhm.
But like I said, BMX Jedi keeps going, yeah, but dude, you sold stuff you already had. You already spent the money. And it's like, I was like, I know, but it's shocking that you
Yeah.
spend that much money on something that's going to sit on your shelf.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's gonna be amazing, and you're gonna look at it every single day, and you're gonna be like in awe.
Yeah,
So,
when this new wall gets built, this computer's going to be flipped around, and he'll be sitting right behind me during the shows.
yeah, that'd be sick. Like,
Yeah.
she's just like looking at you.
Just hanging
So,
out. Yeah.
all right. So, well, congratulations, Sean, on all your recent Star Wars bounty pickups.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let's go to Marcel, and Dom will be our last one to talk about his
I
bounty
mentioned to
pickups.
you guys.
Thanks, Jason.
I grabbed a couple of books on
Yeah.
eBay. So I've been going through this one.
Mhm.
This is mostly a visual like reference book.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, look at that
Anyway,
CZ3.
yeah, but I've been reading it, and if you're on my Facebook, every now and then I'll post some of the details that
that's a great book too.
are in here. So yeah, it is, and it's not just for looking at. There's
No.
lots of cool stuff in here about what went down with some of the costumes, and it's super interesting. The other book, this one, I haven't opened it yet. It just came in. It's this Star Wars Blueprints.
That's sweet.
It's this monster. I haven't opened it because I'm waiting to finish reading the costumes book before I open this, because I know as soon as I open this, I'm just going to ignore
Yeah.
that other one. And I was at Disney recently, and I grabbed this shirt. It's such a cool
Oh,
shirt.
wow. Yeah, I saw that
wow.
one. Yeah.
It's
That's
got
cool.
the Joe Johnson on top, and
Mm.
I can't do this. I'm not built for this. And it's got the Macquarie on the bottom. And I was just like,
That's cool.
I'm an artist, and I feel like these are my heroes.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, I'm not like a big shirt guy. I don't like to go out and look for shirts. But it says here ultraviolet ink. I have no idea what that means.
Sounds cool.
There's a little sticker on here. Like I haven't had a chance to.
It's just a regular ink.
Dark, maybe.
It's got some little, Star Wars 1977, stuff going on in here. Anyway, that's it for me. Those books and this.
That's a cool T-shirt, though.
Nice. Yeah.
I might be even looking for that T-shirt when I go to Disney.
On the back. Yeah, they had I think another version of something similar. It was holographic, so it was right in the middle of the chest, and I was like, man, you're gonna be sweating there.
Yeah.
Like
that material that holds the sweat in.
Really suck. So I just grabbed this one, and I think it's super dope. Like I feel a very strong connection to both these artists. When I was a kid, I had their books in the portfolio.
Yeah.
And how I started drawing was copying these guys.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Still doing it now. But yeah, it's great. It's great. Anyway, that's it for me.
Nice. Congrats.
Well, congratulations, Marcel. I'm gonna look for that shirt when I go to the con. I mean, the Disney next week. So
I'm going in October.
Pick one up.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
I am going for how long?
A week.
Yeah. Well, I'm just going to. We went to Disney last year, and I probably spent like 4 Chewbacca busts in Disney.
Oh, jeez.
Disney's expensive. I'm going with 2 kids, man. I know it's like
I got 3 kids, dude. And, and let's just say, especially coming out of COVID, everything was like jacked up in price. So, yeah, it was very, very expensive. All right, so as for me, I really didn't pick up much. I did get a nice care package from Diamond Select Toys. If you guys don't know who Diamond Select Toys, they own Gentle Giant, and they sent me some stuff to review. So I just want to say thank you to those guys, Diamond Select. I think they're doing a great job with their products. It's just only improving. With every single release, their releases get better. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I'll put up some images. So I think they sent me a Boba Fett milestone statue. So
will you be reviewing this stuff on your channel, bro?
Yes, and some in Sithcast as well. So here's one of their milestone statues, and we are going to be getting the Diamond Select rep to come on our show in a couple weeks. So that will be on Thursday at 7 p.m. So I'll make that announcement a little bit later, probably next week. So we get to chat with Zach from Diamond Select and kind of talk Star Wars and the future of Diamond Select Toys and Gentle Giant, in terms of Star Wars collectibles. So what else did I get? I got all these things here. Kotobukiya, I got that from Celebration. I got the Ahsoka Tano. Sorry, I'm just wearing boxers, so
that's all we want to see now, bro.
I don't want to stand up, so here is the Ahsoka Tano.
Nice.
That's the main event, Marcel. That's later on.
Yeah.
That's the
unboxing.
I got the court. I don't even know why I picked this up. That is the actually unboxing. That's the main live unboxing. I got the quarter scale Mando Deluxe from Hot Toys, and I don't even know why I picked it up.
I was cracking up.
Huh? Why?
Because
that's the main live unboxing?
Yeah.
Okay. So
no water.
Professional. We're professional. Go ahead. Continue.
Come on, guys. This is a podcast. You gotta no. Compose yourself. No, I was kidding. What else did I get? I have like so many things that are coming in. General Grievous, I'm gonna get eventually. Darth Vader, and those are the things that Dom Cannoli is going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sorry, BMX Jedi said after hours only fan.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm dying right now.
Swing.
Listen, I don't care. Listen, if I could sell stuff if I could work the OnlyFans page, I would do it.
I would totally, if I had
If I had something to showcase in OnlyFans, absolutely, right, dude. You know how much these guys are making?
Would be on there just like showing it off. That's it.
Yeah, they're making tons of money a month.
So what did I get this week? I got 4. So I got 2 Star Wars statues, and I'll do an unboxing right now. So let me just set.
Awesome. Thank you again, Mr. Cannoli, for doing this.
Yeah, no problem. So Darth Vader PF from Sideshow. So I kind of. So you guys talk while I do this.
I just want to stare at you.
There you go.
Look at that styrofoam.
So,
wow.
Yeah. So you're unboxing the Darth Vader right now, correct?
Yeah, Vader. Yep. Do that one first.
Yeah. So I'm actually getting this Vader. I know some people might not like it. You know, I think some people are complaining about the helmet.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know.
I think it looks good.
I think so too. I don't know why people.
The only complaints I heard people in the past when they first showed the prototype was the base, but I don't think the base is that bad.
So the base is supposed to be his
Mustafar. Yeah.
So I don't really.
But it's not. It's just a Mustafar theme base. It's not his actual castle. People thought it was his actual castle. So actually, I'm going to zoom in on you, Dom.
Yeah.
Now, Dom, does that light up?
No, so this does not light up. For those keeping score, it's a number 896 of 4500. Little, very high size, but yeah. So,
do you smell your statues when you're?
Yes.
By the way, that's very that's cancerous. You know that. That's good.
Whatever. It's all good. It's all like comics, cards. I smell all that stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Even the old musty like comics from back in the day, you got to smell.
Oh, dude!
Cigarettes and cats.
Oh, geez, Louise. Okay, so what's that? That looks pretty long.
This is the body.
Oh, it is the body.
So
is there any mixed media on that body, or just
no? So this is it's all sculpted. Here, I'm moving close for you guys.
Okay.
And this is like a typical Vader, right? It's gloss on the boots. Sorry, I'm like out of sorts here. Gloss on top.
Yeah, it looks good.
Looks good, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really nice. Yeah. It's Sideshow's like I don't know. I find that they knock it out of the park sometimes. And sometimes they do not. So we'll see which one.
And I could definitely confirm that there are good factories and there are bad factories. That is actually a fact. So it depends on where they send your statue to be made. Can only be determined, like the quality can only be determined if it was sent to a good factory. So that is definitely a fact. So I think this one was sent to a good factory, and I think in the most part it looks great.
So, yeah, the paint I could tell you. So it's crisp, right? I mean, it's all black, but it's different shades of black and metal. What I'm curious about is someone said they didn't like the mask, but we'll do that last. Vader has a Harlequin pattern on his mask, and a lot of statues do not capture that. I think Hot Toys does a pretty good job of that, right? I don't have any Hot Toys, but I'm curious to see. Oh, well, I got 3 hands here. Okay.
Yeah, you got the right arm though. That's the arm I would pose it with him like, holding it up. Yeah.
We'll change it up.
No. That one. Yeah.
He was saying
that one. Yeah. I said you got the right arm. Yeah,
I didn't realize there were 3 arms. Okay.
So you got the right arm. Literally, you got the right arm.
Like it's literally the right arm. Yeah, I love that pose where he's.
So Sideshow added some new soft material, so that's nice. It's not that like paper stuff. It's more
like the translucent Vader cape.
Yeah, okay. It's a little softer.
It's almost like a wax paper.
No,
so
I don't even know what like a silky type paper.
So what you're trying to say is that you could wash.
Yeah, is that ribbed for your pleasure?
Oh boy.
He's blushing.
Oh, look, so we got oh, that's cool. Okay, I did not know this is the
The chest box.
It has a light up feature.
Oh, nice.
Is it easy to turn
cool.
on? Because I hate like turning on the light up features. Oh, okay.
Little switch. You can't see that, but there's a little switch. So we'll turn that on off. That's pretty cool.
So are there like screws on the back of that where you could pop it out and change the batteries?
Yeah, little micro.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
I really wish they would have set it up where it's USB powered, where when you magnetize it, it lights up.
Yeah.
That would have been really cool.
Yeah, where everything lights up all at the same time.
Yeah,
basically.
we've been getting spoiled lately.
That's not going to be the case here. So you got the belt here.
Okay.
And I believe.
And how
this
about
has a
this?
Yeah, so
It should be in the bottom, right?
yeah, so this has a little light up feature too.
Oh wow.
Oh wow. And where's the switch?
Nice.
Right behind.
Oh, okay, pretty cool. Easy to access, right?
Yeah.
So that's cool. I did not know that. So there's some surprises here.
Now, Dom, did they come with the batteries in it, or did you have to do it yourself?
I just literally, this is the first time I opened this. So
Okay.
Yep.
Nice.
Nice. Cool.
The only thing I did check, full disclosure, is if the lightsaber lit up.
Uh-oh, what was that?
That is actually the cover for the battery. So I'll just go. Where'd it go?
Okay.
Yeah.
I get scared with that stuff.
I know when you hear clunk, you're like, what was that?
Mess with that later. All right. So, cape.
Damn, I want this already. Jeez.
No, this is really nice.
Yeah.
And it's my first Vader piece. Believe it or not, I've never had that.
How dare you?
I know. I don't even know how it's possible, right? How do you even avoid getting a Vader for this long?
Because I was looking at this one, and then they announced the Mythos one afterwards. I was like, go with Mythos. Only because I was going to buy the original Mythos, but the eBay prices are outrageous.
Oh, yeah, on the original one? Forget it.
Yeah. I know they are dropping, but still.
Yeah, I scored that one. What the heck?
So I'm a little confused now. It looks like two capes here.
One's probably a tabard that goes over him.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
Is it the one go around his waist, or?
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to take off the belt. Okay, got it.
Okay.
Okay.
How are the wires? Are they pretty firm, flexible?
The wires stronger than usual.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, because I love the way when Sideshow would pose, it looked like his cape's blowing in the wind, just with that pose.
Got it. Okay, so I'm gonna have to take off the arms.
Okay, so you got to take off the arms to put it on?
Yeah, because it has like sleeves.
It looks like the magnets are pretty strong.
Magnets are strong, yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
And one of them has the electronic connector too, so that kind of makes it.
There you go.
There you go.
Belt goes around the whole thing?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, you got to like remove the belt. There you go. If only you watched the unboxing video.
Yeah.
He's like, what do you mean? Watch it. I'm making it, baby.
Yeah, there you go. Learning by trial and error.
That's how you do it, man. You just jump into it. Anytime I do an unboxing video, I don't edit it or anything. It's just straight up raw. Like if I screw
fun,
up,
right?
Yeah.
So like this is easy compared to like I had the Sauron from Prime 1.
Mm-hmm.
And I never read the instructions until I really have no idea what's going on.
Some pieces you really need to read the instructions.
Yeah, that one you do because there's a lot going on there.
Well, I see that Prime 1 Venom behind you, and let me tell you, you better have read that instructions because
because the tentacles you don't know really.
Yeah, that was a pain.
On your next unboxing, I suggest read the instructions. Because I heard that one's difficult.
Well, we could guide you.
Oh, Grievous?
Yeah.
We could guide you. I could pull up the unboxing video and then I could tell you where things should go.
Jeff Sage is in the chat too, so he's got the Grievous he just put together a couple of weeks ago, so he might be able to give us some input.
Yeah.
Vader's just so cool when you just see.
Look at that!
It's a presence, right?
That's
why he was such an iconic villain. Just you don't even have to watch Star Wars and you know who Darth Vader is. He's just got his presence is unreal.
Especially with Kenobi, the last show. You could say whatever.
Is that where he got his ass beat, PJ?
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah, I'm gonna curse you, effing assholes. you and Dom. Not
Kenobi.
Yeah,
it was
you
it
and
was a
Dom
low
are
moment.
both.
I gotta tell you, for Vader, there is a low moment.
You son of a bitch. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we all knew it was gonna happen. I was just hoping. But listen, hey, you can't knock the fact that in the beginning of the show, Kenobi was running like you know what.
I guess they had to make it suspenseful. I mean, you couldn't have Obi-Wan just slap him around episode 1, right?
Yeah.
You know
Show
the
him
facts.
what real master is.
And then Vader was like a little kid on the playground getting rocks thrown at him at the end.
Well, here's the thing too. It's like one of those things where you like say you get into a fight, you win the first round. You're like, all right, I just kicked his butt. I'm walking away, and then next it's like, there you go.
Good news,
Nice.
Dude, that helmet looks good.
Yeah,
The helmet looks good.
and it does have the Harlequin off color.
Okay, I was just gonna say, yeah.
Yeah, so that is a big deal, especially when something small scale makes it pop more.
Yeah. Dude, Vader's
So what the heck
just
is
awesome.
everyone talking about?
It's really nice. It's heavy. It doesn't feel chintzy, so I don't. Some people just whatever.
You're talking about the helmet, right? Not
Yeah, the helmet's pretty heavy.
I thought you were talking about something else.
That's for the late night portion of the show.
Yeah. That's after 10.
So,
Oh wow, dude, that looks good. Well, you
So,
gotta
yeah,
fix
I
the
mean-
cape a little bit, dude.
yeah,
get
I'm
that.
gonna have to mess around
Just a
with
little
that.
bit, just a little bit. I know we still have another unboxing, but
Get that cape flowing in the wind, baby.
yeah, dude, I gotta. Yeah,
There's a lot going on in this show. Let me tell you, we're gonna.
He's like, no pressure, Dom.
it only happens when Dom and Marcel are on the show. It gets a
Yeah.
little.
Spicy.
Going a little off the rails, right, Marcel?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. There you
I'm
go.
actually scared for the later talk. So okay,
Right.
where there's
So-
more? Oh, this is
Well,
this is
So it's
All right.
Little power to the Sabe. Should be in the back.
in the back.
Yep. There you go.
Yeah.
Spotted it.
Okay, cool. You have an outlet close by?
That is an excellent question. Do I have an outlet close by?
Come on.
I do. I'm gonna have to.
Yes. All right, cool.
All right. Okay.
Oh, it lit up already.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, dude.
Nicely done.
That having, especially when it's like,
Dude,
has
it
a
looks
power
good.
yeah, that looks good, dude.
How,
Yeah,
how,
that's great,
how tall do you think that is, Dom, from the base up?
So 12 inches, like 19 inches.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So let's get it all lit up here.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, get the belt. Yeah. See, man, all that should have been USB powered because it just brings it to life.
Yeah.
Now, did you say the belt switch was in the back?
Yeah. So you're gonna have to. Yeah. That's the one thing. Yeah, I agree. Like.
You got to
But-
take it off to turn it on.
But it's an extra. To me, it's like a perk. I didn't think it even lit up. So that's
Right.
cool.
Yeah. But the thing too is that like what Sean said, it should all light up at the same time because like, can you imagine you have someone over your house and they say, hey man, can you show me how it lights up? Okay, hold on. You turn on the the button in the base
Yeah.
and it's like you turn on the saber, but you're like, oh wait, hold on, like I gotta turn on the belt. Let me finagle it around. Especially when you have it displayed, you just don't want to.
Yeah.
Be,
I love that pose though, with the way his right hand's held up, like he's using the force
yeah.
casually. Yeah, it looks good. I don't know why people bash it.
Oh, but people
Yeah,
will bash.
well, the only thing they really bashed was the base, and I'm looking at it here, and it doesn't look bad at all.
Yeah, let me take out this little thing here. Yeah, that base looks good, man. I just think it's very confusing what it's supposed to be. You know?
Yeah.
I just think it's just a Mustafar Castle themed base. It's not the actual like he's not standing on the castle itself. It's just
he's not like
themed.
King Kong.
Yeah, exactly. He's not King Kong. It's like there's a shrunken like top of the castle.
So I'm gonna have to. So here's for Sideshow. So I just discovered. So I'm gonna have to do some soldering here. Because that wire is loose, so I got it to light up when they touch. But yeah, so that's that wire.
Okay.
So it's
Call Sideshow. They'll send you a new one.
Yeah, they'll send me another one. So it's, or I can solder it. I can do that.
Just get a new one.
Yeah, I just got a new solder.
I just say get a new one. You don't want to be soldering
Yeah,
stuff.
There it is. Yeah.
Yeah. No, just just okay.
So I'll message Sideshow for that. But cool. I mean, overall, awesome piece.
Yes.
1 out of 10. 1 to 10. Rate it. I know this is just your initial,
So
review.
I would say for a Darth Vader piece, I've seen a lot of the other. I would say 8.5 out of 10.
That's good.
That's good. That's high.
That's high.
Yeah, I mean, I like all the light up. I like the Harlequin mask. That was a big deal. If it didn't come with that,
Yeah.
I like the base. I don't know why people don't like the base. I think one person told me it was like very Lord of the Rings esque, but that's what the top of his fortress looks like. So
Yeah.
It's more like I guess it's a more artistic base. It's not like he's actually standing on anything.
Yeah.
Right.
Miniaturized version of his fortress.
Yeah, you're not supposed to do it in scale,
Yeah.
So
it's either do that or do the typical rock base that they've been using for everything that's coming out,
Yeah. Like how many statues with rock bases or slabbed metal are you going to have?
The premium format Ahsoka, the premium format Boba Fett's coming out, the very similar bases.
Yeah.
I like the base. I think it's great.
Yeah. And also it's very like, space saving. It doesn't take up too much real estate. I mean, it's a big piece, but if they were to do like a dynamic pose or even like a bigger base, it's just those things take up a lot of real estate, and real estate is, very important in statue collecting.
Yeah, you run out of it quickly.
Oh, yeah.
You should actually, I don't know I think you have a channel on your Discord, right? For selling and trading.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, because avoid those eBay fees. So if anybody's looking for anything, utilize that Discord channel.
Yeah. Well, I'll pop it in the thing below.
Especially now. I think they send you a W-9 after $600, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting hit hard this year.
Yeah, that stinks, man. That's just...
Yeah, unless you have a good accountant that could itemize it, because you know what it is. The best way to get to kind of fight that is like if you sell a piece, you got to prove, like, get your receipts, show that you're losing money, not gaining money. And
so that's my question, right? Let's say you bought a piece 10 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Like, what do? If you don't have the actual receipt for it?
You could show it on Sideshow's website or wherever. It's usually they kind of keep those stuff.
Yeah,
around.
the key is if you lose money on it.
Yeah, so you could claim like a loss, so you're not taxed.
That's the
trick.
I think
I think that what they're trying to do is battle the Etsy sellers. Because
yeah, I get it. Like they're basically have these online businesses and don't pay any tax. I get that.
Yeah.
But eBay, that's a slippery slope, man. Like if I sold like some knickknack my aunt gave me, like when I was a kid, and like when I would get 1099.
Well, you're technically making money because it was given to you. So
yeah.
I like the way
catching
that red light.
What's that?
I like the way the cape is catching the red light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks nice.
Yeah, that's
yeah. Well, good.
So very, very cool piece. Sideshow hopefully will replace the belt.
And I'm sure they will.
Yeah.
So do you already have a spot picked out for it where it's going?
He's going to go right in my Star Wars section of my cabinet, right behind Yoda. I'll take a Right now, it's behind all these boxes, so I can't even get to it.
Nice.
You guys don't see what's happening behind here, behind the magic. It's all
dude.
there's boxes everywhere. I'm like, wow.
If you ever want to piss off your significant other, brown boxes is the key.
Leave them everywhere.
Yeah, just leave them everywhere, and it just pisses the shit out of them.
So I have there's a storage room up the hall over here, and that is packed. But I think I'm going to utilize the crawl space underneath my man cave here, and just put them all down there. It's the box. Yeah, it's a dilemma.
You have to. I've got them like in 3 different closets. I've got it in my attic in the house. I have in my attic in my garage. I'm like, they're everywhere.
Grievous is up next. So I got the base out already.
Man.
Here
we go.
Keeping score. This is
it's a battery.
184 out of 2,000.
Nice.
Wow. Okay. Low. You got a low number there.
Yeah.
Bigger base.
Answer this question for BMX Jedi right quick. The chest piece, Anthony, is an on-off switch, and it's on battery power. So you gotta pull the chest piece out, and it's magnetized in the middle.
So I'm not sure if this is in the right direction. We're gonna find out. So I'll go get the body.
Now this is the base that where under black light it glows.
Does
yeah.
it really?
Do you have a black light?
Yeah, it glows.
Oh snap! I do not.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just scared if you turn off the lights and what we'll see under black light. So
yeah. So next,
I did not know that. Yeah, that's cool to know. So
yeah.
Why are there some spots in this Batman piece? No, I was kidding.
Yeah.
That's nasty.
Oh, jeez, Louise.
All right, so
Marcel's like, this is the last time I'm coming back on the show.
Here's the body.
Yeah, be very careful with this one.
I'll say.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here.
Oh, look at that. Well, let me tell you though, I have the original one, and the original one is very, very, very delicate. I think I already snapped the piece. I didn't even know. I had to like use some Zap-A-Gap to glue everything back together. Luckily, it was just one small piece that you really can't notice, but goes in the hole, Dom.
Hey,
what kind of show is this?
Sithcast After Hours.
All right.
Everything pegged in pretty well?
Yes.
Oh,
Jesus!
It's all Marcel's fault.
It is.
Dom was a choir boy before he met Marcel. Now,
now there's all this pegging going on.
That's what she said.
Well, Dom is left.
Dom is. He's dumb.
He's good.
There's a lot going on here.
I gotta stop. I'm really tired. I think I'm just tired today.
Sabers everywhere. Okay, so let's just...
Oh yeah.
Holy jeez, man.
Ooh.
Yo, you might have poke an eye out with those things, man. Just be careful.
Right. So,
put your eye out, kid.
I don't know
what is that? Is that like a piece of his? Oh man, here we go.
That's his jock strap.
Oh, there you go. That's his jock strap.
Dom's like, and I am not pulling out the instructions.
Yeah, Dom's like, I'm gonna figure this out. I guess. Hey, Marcel, we're gonna be here till 12 o'clock.
It looks that way, doesn't it?
We'll put this here. We'll figure that out after.
Jeff's in the chat. He can help out.
Yeah. Jeff, if you got any suggestions, let us know because you put this piece together.
Yeah. Well, all right, so everything looks good, right? Dom, like
so far everything's in one piece from what I can tell. That was my concern with this guy.
Yeah. If I were to get this piece, I'm definitely getting it from Sideshow. Just God forbid, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you don't want to get this I could see, and they were packaged like everything's like super foamed up in there. Mm-hmm. Like there's all that extra clunks of foam just holding it. Because I mean, look at this. It's just
that's scary.
Yeah. Sorry.
Right at the joint.
You know what we got to do? We got to we gotta like enable Marcel to get the Asajj Ventures. I know he was looking at that Sideshow side.
So nice.
Yeah. Marcel, I know you get a lot of requests for prints, but how cool would it be if you do like an Asajj Ventures?
Yeah, just we'll do an Asajj Ventures print. Use that to fund the Asajj Ventures.
I know.
It's a perfect marriage.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that one in the mall.
Which? Yeah, and that's actually sculpted by the Kucharik brothers. They do such great work. I talk to them once in a while.
Oh, you do? Hey, wow, that's fantastic.
Yeah, they're great guys.
Have you had them on the show?
No, I tried to talk. I think they're very private, but I think we were supposed to hang out at New York Comic Con. I'm not sure if they're still going. So
I'd love to hear about their process with those two pieces.
Yeah. Let me talk to Brian.
They're so dynamic. It's just insane.
Yeah. That Asajj is fantastic.
Yeah, I'll see if I can get them on.
Has that sold out of Sideshow yet?
No.
Oh, okay. Jamie Tan says sabers on first, then the shoulder pauldrons over the top. Sabers are color coded too. Come on, newbie. Jamie. Thank you, Jamie. Really appreciate that.
Just getting all the sabers out.
Holy shit!
Holy jeez! Watch where you're pointing that thing, buddy.
Oh man, that's crazy. That was like the first time you see Grievous fighting Kenobi and all this. He starts pulling out all the sabers and his arms start spinning. You're like, what the heck?
I know. And guess what? Kenobi beats him. And,
I'm telling you, he takes down some people.
Yeah. He takes down people, but then he can't beat Dooku. What's up with that? Come on.
That's true.
What's going on with Dooku? And guess who beats
he was high on spice that day. You know that. Come on.
And guess who beat Dooku? Anakin.
Oh,
yeah.
Do it. Yeah. Anytime we hear noise, we get scared.
Yeah. What happened, Dom?
Is this a finger? I don't even know where this came from.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Did it break?
Yeah. Yep. It's a little glue. You know what though? This was glued on.
Really?
Was there residue?
Okay.
Let's see.
So it's got a little peg, and it's
okay.
It's not a big deal. That's it. But
okay. So
it's a little finger, but it is not a solid piece.
Okay. Yeah, be careful with that thing.
Okay, so I say Sideshow time.
Let's see. All right. So
wait, you didn't even do any. You weren't even touching it. It just fell off.
It just fell. No, I wasn't. It's here. I'm here. So
yeah.
Literally just fell off.
Yeah, he heard us talking about getting his ass beat, and his fingers fell off.
Yeah.
Parts just falling. It's pandemonium. Parts falling off left and right. Cats and dogs.
Do I have that the right way?
Do you guys know if the voice actor for Grievous is the same in the animated as in the films?
I'm not sure. That's a good question. I could look it up.
Is it color coded, Dom?
They're not. That's what's confusing about this right now.
Okay. Okay. Jamie 10, help us out here.
He said they're color coded. Are they color coded? Like
they're all black.
Oh, maybe. Okay. How about like inside, like the peg hole, like?
Yeah, maybe one's green.
If you look inside that hole, Dom.
The peg hole.
Dom.
The peg hole, not the glory. You know what?
The small black hole. Look deep in there.
Okay.
Yes.
And whatever you do, don't get your nose that close.
Yeah.
So is this going here? No, that can't. This is not even the same.
All right. Can we pull? All right. Hold up. We could pull up
instructions.
Okay. Let's go pull up the unboxing from Sideshow. Jeez, Dom.
Yeah, man. This is not. But this is not like a smooth connection at all. This is
okay.
Like,
I've heard people say it's taken over an hour to put this thing together.
Yeah, this is like really jacked up. Like, look, it's like.
Okay, so
Oh, it's got that little
Okay, so I'm gonna share this. What is that?
That's the connecting peg, but it's like all jagged. It's not like a smooth connection at all.
Okay, so here it is. Okay, maybe we can help Dom out here.
Yeah, Dom, you need visual aid.
Okay, so obviously I fast forward here. Okay, let's which shaper do you have?
Okay, so I've got the green one. So do you want to do blue or green first?
Okay, so the green one that was closest to his head. Let's do that one.
Yeah, that's the one. I think
See, it says there's color coded in there. You see it, Dom?
Yeah, it's black.
No, really? Damn.
Yeah, I'm not even messing around.
Oh, really?
Okay, so this one goes on the right side, the right arm with the green saber. You see
His
it?
right or my right?
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna hit
like this.
Good.
You're right. You're right. His right.
Oh, his right. The green is his right, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, just like that.
That's correct.
No, that doesn't look right.
Yeah, that doesn't look right.
No, the other
No.
green.
Yeah, the other right. This right, right?
Wait, no. Go put the other. Oh my gosh, this is. Go put. Okay, is it going in?
No.
Okay, go get the other green. Get the other arm. Oh my gosh, yeah. So that one goes in there.
Here.
Yeah.
That one goes in there, and let's see how it looks like.
Be gentle.
Yeah. So you just got to put it in slowly.
You guys are fucking. Okay.
I'm not even gonna say it.
This looks demented. This Grievous looks demented.
I'm not even gonna
I'm so
say it.
sorry, Tom. I'm so. First of all, thank you for doing this. This is like.
This is not an easy piece to put together. This is really.
Where's Jeff's when you need him?
Okay, where's Chef? Can we invite
Okay,
Jeff?
I got it.
Oh, you got it? All right. Oh my gosh.
Whew.
It's the yellow peg that connects, not the black. Look for the colored pegs, dude.
You want me to see if Jeff's if he's available?
I think Dom's in a roll now. He's
I
got
got
one.
Dom's got it. Okay.
He's got it now.
So this one is okay.
What did Jamie say?
Hey, Jamie. Thank you, Jamie.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. It's the yellow peg that connects, not the black. Look for the colored pegs.
Yeah, I have the right peg. It's just getting there. You go.
Slowly.
Got it.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, push it in slowly, dude. Like really slow. Don't force it. It's not good.
BMX says the green is top right and bottom left.
I think we got it. I think we got it.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know.
Oh, Chris says Dom's not too good at pegging.
Sorry, Dom. I'm all right with that. I'm cool with that.
Yeah. Usually you have to pay double for that. So.
Okay, so that's
All right.
this one.
So we
here,
got the blue one.
Okay, we're on a roll. Give Dom some butter now, please.
All right, so this shape is wow. Okay. Wow.
Here we go.
Yeah.
We're all in suspense. We're all
Yeah, this is not an easy one. I'll tell you that.
No.
It's like watching brain surgery.
So the arm itself has its own separate little peg that's sticking out.
Mhm.
It's not like it's a lot of pegging going on tonight. So there's not another peg hole for this arm. It's on the original arm.
Oh.
So it's really I can understand why this would take an hour.
Okay, so just to let you know, here's a reference picture, dude. We need some right here. So hold on. Let me show you the reference picture. So there it is. Can you see it?
Yeah. Okay. So that's gonna go lower. Okay, I got that. All right. So that makes sense.
All right. We're on a roll now.
So it's going.
We don't know where we're rolling to, but we're going somewhere.
Yeah, and the saber's pointing sideways. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that?
Yes.
Nice.
Yep. Yeah, that looks right.
Until it falls out. That looks great.
Yeah.
Oh, don't say that.
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
please.
okay.
Oh.
I was just thinking that. Make sure it's
So,
got
So,
a
and now
secure
just
connection.
for review purposes here, Sideshow could have came up with a little bit of a better way to do this.
Oh
This is
yeah,
like-
well, you should have seen the first one. The first one, I was sweating like
this is like
bullets when I had.
yeah, this is a little rough.
All right, so
We believe
the,
in you, Dom.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
So the other one, it's going straight up.
Pull up the reference.
Okay, let's pull it up so we don't. There you go.
You got it, Dom.
I think so.
Check
Yeah.
that out.
Straight up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking good.
Okay. Oh. Okay, I see it. It looks like it's in.
No.
Okay. Slowly. Just nice and slow, dude. It's okay. It's not
No pressure. No pressure.
It's not how fast you go.
Jesus.
That's what she said.
We're,
Okay,
All right.
I'm close there.
okay. All right. Okay. I hear some.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
that doesn't sound good, Dom.
no, that was my hat.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
dude.
No, I was opening my Gatorade near the mic.
Oh my gosh, dude! Sean, you freaking skit, dude.
He's like, wait a minute, something's cracking.
Wow.
I'm
okay.
like, dude, I was like seriously sweating like bullets for freaking Dom. Oh, dude, you need to. Okay, so next up is the pauldrons.
Yeah. So.
Okay, the pauldrons. And then after, definitely put the cape on before the head. Okay.
Nice.
So do those magnets feel secure, Dom?
Yes.
Okay.
What does not feel secure is this arm is like right in, but this is definitely a piece you put in your display case and don't let anyone near it.
Yeah. I was thinking that.
Yeah, this is not something that you just keep out in the open because this is I might as well smash it now.
Yeah. You don't let the nephews over.
Oh yeah, forget it. So okay.
Oh, okay. I heard it
Yeah,
snap
that's
on
for
pretty
that
good.
one. All right, so one casualty finger I'll glue later. So cape. Well, that's going to be something. Okay.
Well, there's something you should call Sideshow for. So
yeah.
So would Sideshow just send another arm?
arm, yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, they send another arm.
They'll send another arm.
I'll send a picture tonight. After that.
Yeah.
Have him do that, bro. You don't need to be gluing.
Yeah. Hey, this is no $20 Black Series
No.
figure. So, anyways, guys, first of all, thank you to Dom, thank you to Marcel, amazing people, for hopping on the show tonight.
It's a great show.
Dom's a pervert, and
And he brings it out of everyone.
yeah, exactly. No, but these are great pieces, and that's one thing too about.
Ooh, so this is cool. Wait, sorry.
Uh-oh.
So inside the cape is this little lightsaber.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
So that is really cool.
It doesn't come with any lightsabers, though, right?
Sideshow. Come on.
That would have been nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, how many slots are there? 6, and then there's 4 sabers you pulled out. So
Yeah. So 6 slots. 6 sluts.
oh,
Sorry.
what'd you call us?
I've been called worse.
Yeah.
All right.
Alrighty. That looks good.
Looks nice.
I say, okay, minus the, it being pretty fragile, it looks good.
It's a little bit more fragile than I would like for this piece.
Yeah. Well, dude, you should I'm telling you, you should see the first one. The first one.
I didn't see the prototype. But,
No, the very first Grievous.
Oh, I've never seen it in person. Was it really like?
It's very delicate,
dude.
dude.
I mean, this finger fell off. I didn't even touch it.
Oh, dude. Yeah, no, I'm talking about those pauldrons, dude. Like the ones in the first one, dude. Like you touch it and it breaks. Like you can't touch it. Like that's how bad it is.
Look what Jeff said. Don't breathe on it as it falls. Oh man.
All right, moment of truth here.
Yeah, show us the portrait. Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah,
I like the eyes.
Yeah, that looks real good. Got a little
Yeah.
oh yeah, the weathering on it, the scratches. Yeah,
Look
that
at the
looks
eyes
good.
on it.
Pegging.
Oh my goodness gracious me.
Sorry. Yeah, it's
You
off
and
the
your-
rails tonight, kids.
You and your pegging, dude. You pegged a lot today.
All right, so
All
he's
right.
kind of like looking that way, so we're gonna.
All right.
There we
Now,
go.
I do want Dom to film him carrying it into its final resting place.
Oh my
I
God.
want to see you the sweat coming off your brow as you
Dude,
carry this
I
thing.
have not. Well, Sauron made me sweat, but that was just heavy. This was just like
Stressful.
this
Well,
was stressful, and it reminded me of the original Carnage from Sideshow.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
Just the like these little pegs that don't really make any sense.
Mhm.
Can't you just make it like a common shape? Like, why can't you just make it a common shape instead of this like weird thing? But so I'm very excited about. I got to get like a black light for it, so that's cool.
Yeah.
So let me see something. I'm gonna turn down the lights. Get romantic over here.
Yeah, don't shine it on Darth Talon, okay?
Man, a
Wow.
Vader saber's
Vader
lit.
saber is like bright as hell,
Yes.
man.
That saber from Vader is definitely brighter than a lot of the other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks
It's
awesome.
a different size for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I wish that belt was working. That would really make it pop.
Yeah, you know, I'm 0 for 2 with perfect pieces. It seems.
Sideshow.
So yeah, I'm 0 for 2 right now. So
Yeah, but Sideshow will make it right. That's one
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
about Sideshow is that, like,
The
listen, you
customer
could,
service.
your opinions can differ from piece to piece, but the one thing that's consistent is their customer service.
Mm-hmm.
It's always top notch, probably the best customer service in the country, to be honest. One of the best, if anything.
yeah, they've replaced a lot of stuff for me.
Yeah, no questions asked, right? Like, you just send them the picture to prove that's broken, and they'll send it to you.
Yeah.
Some
you
people.
guys-
Yeah.
I was going to ask if you guys think the glow in the dark elements on the Grievous are something you think is worth the trouble of having a light, to having to go out and get a light for it and stuff like that, or would you be just satisfied if it was didn't have that feature?
I would. Yeah, go ahead, Sean.
I was going to say, to be honest, I would rather them add light up sabers, and then I don't care about the base.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
going to
So
say.
yeah, if you wanted to blow me away, I mean, this wasn't a cheap piece. What was the MSRP on this? PJ, 900.
Yeah, 900.
I mean, if you did light up, so the way they could have done it is individual light up sabers with batteries in them,
Mm-hmm.
and that would have. I mean, I got to tell you, $900.
Yeah, you need light up sabers.
I'm kind of like so the Vader. I was at 8.5. I'd say this one I'm at about a 7.
Oh my gosh! Really?
Yeah, because think about it. Like, just there's for 900. I need a little bit more wow factor.
Yeah.
If you would have told me this was a $650 piece, or $750 piece, I'd say okay, I believe you. It's pretty cool, but there's definitely a missed opportunity here. You know what they could have done also? Instead of that green glow, you could actually added up a light up feature in the base.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for that price point, something needs to light up.
Yeah, something's got to light up because you got 4 sabers,
Mhm.
and none of them light up. So I think slight missed opportunity here. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah,
I like it. It's staying, but
That's fair, Dom. I agree with everything you said. That's totally fair.
Yeah, I agree too. For that price, they should have lit it up. And the base, who wants to put a black light into a room and see a base glow in the dark? It's cool, but
It's like, honey, let me put on some mood lighting for you. Let me light up my Grievous.
and it's not like it's new for them. They've done it.
Oh, Kevin, only you could do a thing like that.
yeah.
Look at that glow in
honey.
the dark Grievous.
It's
Babe,
not like a new
what's all this
concept
white
for them,
spots
so.
all around your collection room?
Instant panty remover.
Yeah, hold on. Let me get my Vader packaging.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with Darth Rashid. Congrats, but I prefer the original one by Sideshow, and the original one is a much more menacing. I agree. I have that one too. I'm debating on this one now that Dom has given me his opinion. Um, yeah, I like the other one because he's actually like in battle, like he's in a battle stance and he's ready to like
So yeah, it's dynamic. It is. I don't think the position I have him in is really giving him any justice, but it's a pretty cool pose. I like that.
Yeah.
The base is nice. I think within the grooves here, you could have easily done a light up. Like this is not even like a question. You could have done it because they've done it a similar base for the Galactus maquette.
Yeah.
The grooves light up. That would have been perfect for this, and you would have got away with the no light up lightsabers with that.
Right. Because at least you're feeling like you're getting a little bang for your buck.
Yeah, I think with the price point, I really like Grievous. I think he's one of my favorite villains. I think he's the most underrated villain.
Yeah, I agree.
He had his moment in kind of the original animation series where he's slapping around Jedi, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, the first Clone Wars show.
Yeah. But then I really enjoyed the battle with him and Kenobi. I think he had personality, like something the sequel villains do not have. He actually had a personality. No comment. So like, I mean, come on, he would. He would say General Kenobi.
Shots fired. That's all I gotta say.
He'd say he had cool lines, like, and he was kind of a douchebag. Like he would get in a spaceship. What was it? Where he would just kind of get in the ship and knock out the other droids to get out of the way. That's very like slapstick Star Wars. Where the sequels lost all their slapstick and tried to be serious and ended up not being good at either. So
The problem with Grievous, in my estimation, is that no matter what you do with him, his design is going to have a fragile element to it because of the character of his arms. So you can't have the arms like out too far, but you also don't want to have them up real close because then you lose the main feature of having all of these arms and sabers everywhere. So for the crafter of the statue, it's a bit of a conundrum because you have this inescapable fragility of the character, but you also want to have a dynamism that has to kind of confront that same fragility. So the arms have to be out, but not too far out, and you can't. You understand what I mean? So it's a tough. It's the character design lends the way the outcome of this piece. It's an unavoidable conclusion that you're going to have a fragile piece based on the design of the character.
So in a perfect world, I would tell you right now what would be the most like grail Grievous piece is if they actually use metal.
That's what I was. You like read my mind. I was gonna say that
because then you don't have like Marcel. You don't have those limitations now.
Yeah. That's right. It's the materials that they're using that really inhibit. What you can really do with this character,
like a metal endoskeleton or something.
Oh yeah, that would be hot if they the internal skeleton portion. If that was all actual metal, oh man, this would be beyond a 10 right now. I would be like amazed at it if it was like that. Yeah,
and then you remove the fragility part of the statue, right? Because then you would really have to like go crazy to bend that or break that steel arm or something. And I agree, man. Like for that price, it makes me think is like I wonder, like in terms of QC, quality control, like they're probably going to spend more time trying to like fix broken arms.
I'm definitely not the only one with the. I'm sure they have a ton of extra arms for this piece. That's for sure.
Yeah, they should have learned from their Hot Toys figure.
Yeah,
I've heard about that. It was that bad. It was just fell apart.
Yeah. Right out the box, the arms would just fall off.
Oh my god!
Actually, I did have the General Grievous one from the newest one from Sideshow. My arms were good, but I ended up selling it to someone that was desperate for that figure because They were in stock, but then they took it out of stock because they wanted to redo the figure again and add the extra, was it the joints or whatever they were trying to do to fix it. So, but yeah, I just think Sideshow kind of needs to hear the collectors and see these constructive criticisms about a statue so that they could improve.
Yeah, I mean, I needed the character. But I stand at 7, so I'll give it 7 cannolis out of 10.
Yeah,
8.5 for Vader. I think Vader is very well done. If you're looking, I was looking for a Vader, and when I saw this, I was like, yeah, I got to do it. And it's a solid piece. That's
nice.
Well, I know you gave it 7.5 or for the Grievous, but man, it's still a nice looking piece, man. And
it's got presence.
It's got presence. The only Grievous piece out there,
Dom, I got a question for you, bro.
Yeah.
Just off the cuff, whatever, throw a number out there. If this same piece had, so you were saying that the 900 clams is a bit high for this piece. So if you could replace this piece with light up sabers and a metal infrastructure, what would you shell out for that?
2 G's.
Yeah,
I would, because it would be this, and it could be the same pose. I think the pose is cool. It's, you got to see it in person. This is not something it doesn't photograph well, but it is pretty dynamic. But if this ended, the interskeleton, whatever you want to call it, was metal, I'd pay $19.50 for that all day long, and the light up sabers.
I agree.
That's something for
because then you don't need
to think about.
Yeah, because then you don't need any more Grievous, right? You don't need to. No, your search could stop there.
Yeah, that's it. That would be a grail, and they would probably, if Sideshow's listening, if they did something like that, that thing would sell out in like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
yeah.
Unfortunately for us, they're not listening. So, all right. All right. Well, congratulations, Dom. I really appreciate you. We really appreciate you doing the live unboxing tonight. I know that was very, nerve-wracking.
I was schwitzing with Grievous. I was like, "Woo!"
Dude, I could see the sweat in your pits, man.
Yeah, it was going.
Oh, jeez. By the way, you guys don't know, Dom and I go a long way. We actually met at New York Comic Con. We met at a Sideshow party. After party, and it was love at first sight, you could say.
Yeah.
We hit it off at the bar, and ever since then we've been good friends. And,
you're cool, and finally you're making out. I think next month you're making out, you and a Tim coming out.
Yeah, we're gonna have some cigars, and we'll peg some holes. I mean, statue holes. We'll put some statues together.
That belongs on a T-shirt, huh? Peg some statue holes.
And Sithcast sponsored by Vaseline.
Yeah, there you go. Sithcast sponsored by Manscaped and Vaseline. All right. So let's go down to the nitty gritty. Let's talk about our main topic for tonight. We'll wait for Dom to have a seat. I don't know why I still have him on the main screen there.
We know why, PJ.
Yeah. All right. So so the main topic is basically, I know it was a long time coming to get Marcel and Dom together, but let's talk about the state of Star Wars, right?
Oh boy.
I know. Here we go. No. Hey guys, it's we're trying to keep it as a 2-hour show.
Marcel, this is when the hat. This is like, what's that movie?
Over the
top right now with Stallone.
Boy. Okay. All right. So let's talk about the state of Star Wars. We do have Rogue One being re-released in the IMAX movie theaters later this month.
Only in America, not here in nowhere else. Which
I did not know this.
Yeah. So I got my tickets, just recently. Actually, not recently.
What is the reason? Is it extended? Is it just because
they're just re-releasing it? I guess to kind of like get everyone hyped up for the Andor show, because I think they're going to show some scenes from Andor, some exclusive behind the scenes look at Andor, or I don't know what they're doing.
Okay.
But
It's
I love that movie, and I think that's probably one of the best things that came out of the Disney Star Wars saga.
I think that and Mando 1 and 2, I think,
Yeah.
are the quality, I would say.
Yeah. So, with Andor coming out, and there's many more shows coming out. So, uh Dom, I know you're kind of tired, so let's go to Marcel. Marcel,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts on the state of Star Wars right now? Is it in a good place? It has a bright future, or are you kind of skeptical? Are you scared of what's Star Wars might offer in the future? So,
I had an I wouldn't call it an interesting thought,
mhm,
but I had an idea the other day where when Disney acquired Star Wars, and you'll have to forgive me, I'm not familiar with the vocabulary of like what to call all the books that have been written. Is
mhm.
it extended universe?
Expanded
Expanded?
yeah.
Legacy, whatever, extended.
So what Disney did is they wiped out all of that material, if I understand correctly. And a lot of people have a problem with a lot of the criticism or some people have problems with a lot of the criticism that Star
Mhm,
Wars is getting. And my thought on it was this: if you're going to wipe out so much beloved material,
mhm,
what are you going to come with that validates you wiping out all of that material?
mhm,
So if you're going to say this is not something that's, canon, the expectation is raised really high that,
mhm.
okay, well then you must be coming with something that's equal, if not better, than what you just dragged into the trash.
Yeah.
And I don't think that they've done that. So there are exceptions. Rogue One is an obvious highlight. And so that makes me excited about Andor, because Andor and its association with Rogue One, I have a lot of love for Rogue One. It's a spectacular film, in my humble opinion. I loved it. And so for Andor, I think that there's, for me, I have a lot of optimism for it. But generally speaking, I, uh, I'm not happy with how Disney has been managing so clumsily, I think is the adjective or the adverb I would give it. They've been managing it clumsily. And I think also about the way collectors in the scene
Mhm,
scrutinize the things that they bring home into their homes, just as how we did with Dom right now. We like this, we don't like that, we rate it this would be better. So I think it's that kind of scrutiny, not a scrutiny of I don't like it. It's just how could this be better? I think that's where most people from Star Wars are coming from,
mhm,
where how could this be better? And this is something that Phil Tippett, I read a recent quote from him where he was saying, with the digital creation of entertainment, it involves a lot of people coming in, from management saying this should be here and this should be there. Whereas Phil Tippett was saying we were only concerned with how to make things better.
mhm,
So, in conclusion, I don't have much of a problem with fans asking for things to be better
mhm.
when that's what the original creators of Star Wars were always trying to do. How could this be better? And I don't think fans' criticism is coming from a bad place. I think it's coming from the same place as people like Phil Tippett. How could this be better? I think that there's a lot of reasons to be optimistic about Star Wars, but only if they learn from what they've done thus far in the clumsy management of characters and storylines and so on. So that's my 2 cents on Star Wars.
Yeah. Well, I think you make some amazing points there, Marcel, especially like with ILM, that third documentary, and on Disney Plus, and you kind of saw the creativity in from each individual from that company and how they raised the bar. But what people don't realize is that George Lucas, helped them go to the next level. He didn't want them to settle for just, okay, we could make it happen. He goes, no, let's try to push the boundaries here as much as we can. And George Lucas is a great creator of Star Wars. Like his mind is very unique, just like George R.R. Martin, Tolkien. Great storyteller. Director skills, he's okay, right? But in terms of his mind and what he wanted to do for the film industry and how to bring it to the next level, and using his platform, his movies to do so, has changed the movie industry forever. It changed it forever. And I totally agree. And I feel like, some of the things that are put out are not, you don't feel that same type of love as you mentioned with Phil Tippett and, the rest of those guys that helped create Star Wars. So,
well, and from the fans as well.
Oh yeah, from the fans as well. So, Dom, what's your thoughts, man?
I'm with Marcel on this. I think it was obvious that they bought this IP and they thought they could do no wrong. And then they released 3 movies that were, they said it, J.J. Abrams said himself, there was no plan, which is interesting to me. Is like, okay, we have this IP, it's a moneymaker, it's a machine. Really what it is a merchandise machine, right?
Oh, absolutely.
And that's where even Lucas knew that. That's why he didn't kill Han Solo, because he wanted to sell Han Solo toys. He said no kid wants a dead guy, right? Yeah. So he wanted to sell toys. And I think they saw it as that. But I think Disney has never dealt with anything with depth like this. And the first thing everyone's saying is like, well, they dealt with Marvel. Well, the skeleton of Marvel was already kind of in place with the initial couple of movies when they.
Yes, I agree. You make a great point, because people forget that Disney bought Marvel after that.
That pathway was already in place. Now you see Marvel with Disney with complete control, and let's face it, it ain't that good. It's not. What did I just see? What the hell just came out? I can't even. Doctor Strange. There's Swiss in the movie.
Thor and Love and Thunder.
I haven't seen Thor. No, I haven't seen Thor. Love and Thunder.
Let's not talk about that.
Oh my gosh, what up?
I haven't seen it.
You know what that is?
Don't say it.
That is hubris, because they think they can do no wrong. They really have a bad. I don't know if it's Disney's. I don't know if it's rolling downhill from leadership, but the way they interact with fans and completely discard, and kind of are maybe a little bit aggressive in the past. I'm really sugarcoating for this podcast. If it was me or Marcel, I'd be going ham right now. But they're aggressive and combative, and then that's your customer, right? So it's tough. So it's tough for me, and I think it's tough for anybody to march the Disney flag and say they're doing everything right, because they're not. It's not even close. And it's very telling to me that they've announced that they're not doing a movie anytime soon. I think there's some self-awareness there where they're like, okay, we're out of our depth. Something we released these 3 movies. The gross profit, I'm a money guy, I'm a finance guy. Gross profit from movie 1 to movie 3 went in a downward trend.
Yep.
You can't. That's a problem.
And
right?
What people, when I talk to other fans and other collectors who love the sequels, right? They'll defend the Rise of Skywalker, and they'll be like, the first thing they'll tell me is that, the Rise of Skywalker made $1 billion, right? Okay, that's awesome. But let's see the return for that, for when they bought Star Wars, for $4 billion. In terms of, like you said, they see the downward trend.
Well, that's not a win. Yeah, because the
merchandise.
The Force Awakens made almost $2 billion.
Yeah.
So it was like when you're talking about a movie with a built-in fan base like Star Wars, if you don't make at least $1 billion on a sequel like that, when you're saying Luke Skywalker is going to be in or whatever, all these big actors, you should be pulling in that money at least. But the trend is the trend. Trends don't lie, and that's just forecasting 101. I do that for a living, so we're in the wrong direction. So something has to give, and so the current state of Star Wars is more to now is like the Obi-Wan show, which has some moments that I really like, but it was clumsy. And also, if you're going to bring back McGregor and Christensen, right, you're going to have to really capitalize on those two guys being back in. I feel like they did not capitalize on that well enough. And there was some misdirection with the plot.
With like the Reva character and
and I think that's almost intentional. They do that almost as a jab. And that's where that's that snarkiness, that aggressive behavior on Disney. They're snarky and they're aggressive and they think they're smarter than the audience. So that's who's that? Quentin Tarantino once said, when you're making movies, never think you're smarter than the audience, because it comes across. You can feel it, like it's a bit insulting, right? So that's how I feel about that. So overall status, I think we're in a very delicate
state of Star. Yeah, and I agree with you about the snarkiness. Like people were for Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, right? People were speculating about things, and they were also like they wanted John Krasinski to be Mr. Fantastic. They wanted Professor X or some sort of X-Men in the movie. Guess what they did? And spoiler alert to people who didn't watch it.
They nerfed them all.
Not only did they nerf them, they killed them in a horrible way. Each and one of them. They're like, "Oh, you want Mr. Fantastic? Here you go. Oh, by the way, let's like kill him like that. Oh, you want Professor X, one of the most powerful mutants in all of Marvel? If anything, the most powerful character in all of Marvel? Gone. Killed pretty quickly.
I'll play devil's advocate. That didn't bother me too much because they're playing this multiverse thing. That didn't bother me too much. I think and to be fair, full disclosure, I'm more of a Scarlet Witch fan than I'm a Doctor Strange fan.
You're biased, is what you're trying to say.
I'm a little biased because I like Scarlet Witch and I like that she's like this ultra powerful.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So in theory, she should have been able to. I think pretty much. I mean, she should have been able to defeat them. I would assume Professor X, that was a little too easy for her to do. But that didn't bother me too much. It was more plot. There were plot points in the movie that literally made no sense. I was rewatching it with my son 2 nights ago, and what is it? So what's the girl's name? America Chavez.
Yeah.
She's saying she can't control her powers, but yet she's been searching multiple universes for things.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really make any sense. Like there's a lot, and then there's the obvious, like there's other things about the whole America Chavez character that's that to me is like snarky, but whatever.
But what it comes down to is that it's just all about the money at this point. It really is. It really is. That's why the sequels failed, is because they need their investment return quick.
Well, that's what happens when you have stockholders make creative decisions. They have all they want is to increase the stock price. I'm all about making money. That's great. You bought an IP, your board of directors want to turn that $4 billion into $10 billion. That's great. But if you're making decisions like based on, if you've got a boardroom of guys and they're like, okay, this is how make a Star Wars movie. This is what toy we need. Like in Boba Fett, the Vespas.
Oh, the most Vespas. Yeah.
That's a toy decision. They're like, we need a small toy. I think, and then I think Favreau shot down that idea of the Vespas, and then they snuck it in afterwards. So, which is weird. But they wanted to sell little Vespa toys. That's because That's because a bunch of board of directors made that decision, and you can see it. It's not doesn't fit. Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So Disney. I don't know, man.
And you know what? It goes in all walks of life, not only with Disney, not only with any business. When you got investors wanting their money, they're gonna want that money, and they don't care how you do it. Which is kind of like sad, because then it just removes the quality out of, not only movies but products, and goes with hot toys. Like how many hot toys figures are out there? They just want money. They'll make an excuse just to make a 2.0 or reissue a figure. They just want money. And I think consumers now and fans and collectors kind of have to put their foot down and say, enough is enough. We can't afford all these things. We don't want to support all these decisions that you guys are making just to make money. We want good, organic, quality movies that we will support. Why did Top Gun make $1 billion?
Awesome movie, by the way.
Because that was made.
Hasn't seen it, go see it.
Yeah, it's good.
Because that was made from the heart. It was a well thought. I mean, it's very it's an 80s movie coming back as a sequel, right? And that's what we want. Something feel good. That's why I love the 80s. All the movies from the 80s meant something. Sean, what's your thoughts on the state of Star Wars now?
The state of Star Wars, I would sum up in one word, is rushed.
Yeah.
Dom had it right.
Great point.
But it is like from day one, when they purchased it, they rushed out these movies. Like you said, they didn't have a plan for the sequels. Now, I enjoyed The Force Awakens. To me, it had hope. I was like, okay, I get it. You're going to have to kill off some older characters. And, Rey and Kylo, those were good characters that were going to get the youth involved to kind of go into the future. And then when they hit Last Jedi, like you said, there's no plan. They changed directors and it just blew up in their face. But okay, well, that was rushed. And then they're like, let's get this Disney Plus thing going. And what do? They actually had a home run with Mandalorian. And I believe the reason they did that is because we didn't have an affinity. The old school guys that grew up with Star Wars, it was something new. It was a new character. And that's why we still love it. We're still learning about this world that he lives in and this character. I think they need to leave the old school characters alone. Like I enjoyed Kenobi because, we want to see Darth Vader and Kenobi. Who doesn't, But the thing is, like, for them to move forward, they're either going to have to create new characters. And a lot of us OT guys, we're not going to like it, but at least have a good story. Like BMX Jedi was saying, if you actually have a good story that's continuous, no matter what you do, Star Wars is going to make money. You don't have to add gimmicks to Star Wars.
Yeah, I'm totally with you, man. Like
you don't have to do that. And you also don't have to destroy legacy characters.
So that's a writing tactic. That's all that is we need to show how amazing this new character is by stomping on the old character. That's all that is. They don't know how to build up a path, a hero's path.
Yeah.
The writers, I'm going to just say it, the writers suck.
Yeah.
Whoever writes the scripts for Boba Fett, for example, it was like watching a CW show. It was painful.
Yeah.
And they need some quality writers. They need a hero's pathway, and they should, what they should do? Fast forward 500 years after Return of the Jedi, come up with new characters, and the only thing they should say about Luke Skywalker is the legend of Luke Skywalker. That's it.
Yeah.
You could move on from that and create new stuff that doesn't suck.
Yeah, you can tell new stories that coincide with the original trilogy, like the mythology of Star Wars, and you can always reference back, like you said, oh, he was the legacy of Luke or whatever.
Yeah.
If you want to do a quick flashback, hey, that's good. That's a little nod, But for them to move forward, I think they just need to stop tarnishing the old characters and show them some respect. You do not have to rush out and create these new characters, and then immediately kill off like, oh, Han's gone. And then Last Jedi with Luke dying was complete garbage. I walked out of that theater like, you have to be kidding me.
That was painful for me.
the way they treated his character.
Yeah.
Like, have some respect for what got you this far in the industry. Give those guys their proper send off. We understand everyone's getting older and you're going to have to move forward. And for, generations to love Star Wars, you're going to have to introduce new characters, but show respect to the old characters, kill them off or do whatever in a respectful way. And then you can move ahead with the Kylo and the Rey. You don't have to force feed everybody the stuff. But even like I said, with the one word being rushed with the series and the movies, it also spills over into the collectible world. I mean, that's why we're getting 50,000 Hot Toys, all these statues. There's so many Star Wars like companies out there that are just making Star Wars stuff, and it's almost overwhelming at times. Not just in Hot Toys, just in everything. So
that's our fault as collectors, that we try to be completists. I think everyone who's listening, you don't need to be a completist. You don't need to have everything. Buy what you like. I say it every time. Who cares if you have one Hot Toy?
Yeah.
Have one.
Yeah.
If you like it, have one Hot Toy. You don't need everything. I have the most, when you come see my collection, and you guys are all welcome to come see my collection, I have the most schizophrenic collection there is.
It's everywhere.
It makes no sense. It's just what I like. I don't care. I've got Goku next to Dr. Doom just because I like Goku at one stage of my life. I like Dragon Ball, and Dr. Doom isn't my favorite villain, and that's it. It doesn't have to make any sense. It's what I like. But everyone, I think everyone collects for everyone else.
Yeah,
which is really weird. Like,
See, that's spoken like a seasoned collector. Well, I'm not saying you do it, but you've been around the block and you've seen it happen a lot.
Yeah, I mean, but I've fallen prey to it. I mean, biggest example, the most expensive piece I've ever bought is the Maestro from XM, my first XM piece. It's not here yet, but I did not get that for cred. And I know there's people who are buying stuff like that for like some sort of collector cred. The reason why I got that is because I liked Maestro before everyone knew who the hell Maestro was.
Yeah.
I read his what is it, Future Earth or whatever it was called. I have those books, and I know no one's ever making another Maestro.
Yeah.
So this is my opportunity. If I'm going to have one, I'm going to have one. It's an absurd piece, just like my Sauron, the original Lord of Darkness, right?
Yeah.
I did not get that for anybody else, and that's how people need to collect. Stop trying to impress the collector community, because it's such an absurd concept. Like posting pictures of, oh, look what I got. Nobody cares. It's nobody cares. Within 5 minutes, the coolness factor kind of fades away. And the only person left is you, and you're sitting in your room. And if you find yourself at a point where your collectibles own you, where you're feeling overwhelmed by them, then you've gone down the wrong.
Yeah. I'm actually kind of I love having you guys. You guys make great points. Marcel and you guys are, my gosh. Gotta have you guys back.
I have to say as well. If I'd like to add something to what Sean said about how you treat the legacy characters. This is not from me. This is from another. I can't credit the guy. I forget his name off the top of my head. But one of the things that he had said was, I wish I could remember his name right now. Anyway, when I'm back, I'll mention it. He said that when a legacy character passes, he said the ultimate demonstration of that, the best demonstration of that, was Spock in the Wrath of Khan at the end, because Spock had the opportunity to die, and the guy pointed out that Kirk, I'm assuming everybody here has seen Wrath of Khan.
Yes, the best Star Trek.
Kirk, his response was our response, the viewer. Everything Kirk was saying and feeling and emoting was projecting our feelings and our emoting about how we felt about Spock. And he said about Han Solo's death, he said Han Solo got a villain's death. If you remember Die Hard, the guy who fell off the roof of the building, or the guy, I forget the villain's name in Die Hard, he fell off this precipitous edge into
that's a good point.
into nothingness. Han Solo,
Emperor too.
Well, the Emperor was not a hero and a beloved character in the same way Han was, but yeah, the Emperor was the villain. You're right. He got the Emperor's death. They treated Han like the Emperor, and there was no one around to emote and to carry the emotional expression to show that on the screen, how we, the people who have known Han Solo for 30, 40 years, there was no one to do that on our behalf. And that has a psychological effect on us, the viewer. That would not affect somebody seeing Han Solo for the first time, because they wouldn't have.
Right.
I want to build on that a little bit. And
the same thing. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Dom. Go ahead.
No, with the Han Solo death, and you keep your train of thought. But
the
Han Solo death breaks Star Wars, a Star Wars cardinal law. It's Star Wars is about family. Family is supposed to be what brings people back to the light.
Right.
Just like when Luke, when Luke convinced Vader, who was the baddest of the bad, right? He's fucking as evil. I'm sorry, he's as evil as you can get. And he turned on the Emperor because that's his son, and he's not going to do that. And that's Lucas said that it has to. Star Wars is about family.
Yep.
For Kylo, which wasn't even really turned. Let's be
right.
For him to just kill him and like Marcel says, for in a villain's death sort of way, breaks Star Wars. It's not really that can't happen that way. If anything, Han Solo should have died protecting Kylo.
Yeah.
From what's his name before they made him a pointless.
Right.
What was his name? Snoke. Yeah, like that. Yeah. That's another problem, but we won't even go there. But he should have died protecting his son, and that should have been the seed in his head to turn on Snoke later on. That would have made more sense.
Yeah.
It's like they made Kylo kill him just to try to show, oh, look, Kylo's really bad.
Yeah, that's right.
Because we all know he's a little wuss.
Your point about family, Dom, is really interesting because as Anakin, he never achieved the state of a Jedi Master, but it was Luke who made Vader a Jedi. Right.
Yes.
It was that family tie. It was Luke saying, Luke did not bestow the title on Vader. Luke brought the Jedi out of Vader. And it was at that, and that's why you have him, show up at the end, as a Force ghost, because he's actually become a Jedi. But to continue so that ties into your whole idea about family, which is an excellent point. And the whole thing with Han happened again with Luke. Luke just disappeared. There was no way for the audience, again, this 30, 40, 3 or 4 decade investment, to have that Kirk Spock engagement with this character who you are about to never see again, who is about to die. And the same thing happened with Leia. She was surrounded by nobody. She had I think it was a total of 8 seconds in the cinema, in the film, where somebody just puts the carpet, the cloth over her. And so, this is about Sean's point about respecting the character. You would have to have, it would be difficult to say that wasn't intentional, which is profoundly unfortunate. If they were to say that it wasn't, I would like to understand how they regard that as treating a legacy character with respect. I would.
But they rush. That's what
I said. And I don't know if this is rumor, but I heard in the years ago when they bought the IP in the Disney Lucas office, they were so hostile, and they still are so hostile to the Luke character. They had pictures of him with darts on his head. I don't know if that's true, but I've heard stuff like that about how they feel about the legacy characters. So I think it's intentional. I think
the only other comment I could make about this, and it doesn't really relate to Star Wars per se, but it's my understanding that with Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, and there was one other video game, very famous video game, I forget the name, that was turned into a live action show. Master Chief. What's the
Oh,
game?
Halo.
Halo, yeah.
God, that was
So
horrible.
the common denominator of complaints among the hardcore fans was that a larger company bought the IP and they just trashed the lore.
Yeah.
And they started from scratch thinking that that would be okay with the fans. When with the real, well, I don't want to say real fans because that's BS, but many of the fans were calling them out, saying, come on, guys, can we just have some loose ties to what came before, please? If that's not too much to ask.
Yeah.
So it seems to be a phenomenon of larger companies making purchases of popular IPs.
Common theme. Yeah.
Yeah.
Common theme.
And that's happening a lot in business. I've seen that a lot. Bigger companies buying out smaller companies and just throwing out whatever they built and making it their own. And it's just, to me, it's crazy, especially with what's happening now in terms of movies, right? There's no originality anymore. There
No.
really isn't. Because, after, I'm telling you guys, after watching that documentary on ILM and watching Vice's Icons, it just made me realize how amazing that era was, the 70s, the 80s, even to the 90s. Like, all these like original content that people, their creativity, I can't speak right now, and their imagination, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like with this generation, and not to take a lot away from them, but I feel like this new generation they don't have the imagination that the older generation had. It's because the older generation didn't have electronic devices, right? If you want to see if you were thinking about, I want to, I'm picturing Spider-Man fighting Superman. Right now you could just YouTube it and you could find it. Someone made a like a fan film out of it, right? There's no imagination. Like, when we were kids, it's like we used to go in the playground. Hey, Dom, I bet you right now, if Silver Surfer fought Superman, so and so win, and we'll do this and do that and do.
So you're onto something. Like, I think you're what we're asking for is impossible, right? Because the original projects, no matter what it is, Marvel, which is Stan Lee, Lucas for Star Wars, what were they? They were passion projects. So we are on the coattails of corporate companies. God bless, they're making a ton of money, purchasing passion projects, and we're expecting passion from them,
and they don't have any.
So what the real thing we should be doing, and I think it's starting to happen, is new passion projects need to come about from small guys. There's a lot of independent people doing like comics, and I hear about all the time, and those are passion projects, and they're gonna and out of that, I guarantee, in 20 years, they're gonna get bought by a corporate company, and they're gonna get turned into movies, because at the end of the day, Hollywood has no passion. They have to buy other people's passion. But if we keep feeding off of let's face it, Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, Marvel, it's a bygone era. Like the new comics that come out from Marvel, I have some of them. God, you want to talk about bad writing? it's painful. The passion's over, so we need to look towards the new stuff. There's other sci-fi out there. I know we're on a Star Wars podcast, but there's some crazy sci-fi out there from some really passionate writers that will blow your mind.
But we're making a point in terms of the state of Star Wars right now. There's not a lot of passion writers. Like you said, you kind of, hey, listen, for me, I'm a big, huge Star Wars fan. I eat up everything Star Wars, right? The only thing I can't really eat up is the sequels, right? I've eaten up the holiday special. I've eaten up the first Clone Wars movie, and that was painful. I still enjoyed it. Book of Boba, I know people have their issues with it. I still enjoyed it. It's still Star Wars, But the problem is that I'm seeing the theme happening right now. And that is, like you said, the lack of passion, the lack of creativity, the lack of vision right? There's no vision. Everyone just wants to put out content for Disney Plus. They want to get subscribers. They want the monthly, the monthly subscriptions to be capped. They don't want people to cancel their subscription. It's all about the money. And
Mhm.
the one thing I have to say, a one show that is doing right now is Stranger Things. What a unique story,
Yeah, it's a
right?
great
And
story.
and to be honest, like the Duffer Brothers, they're great writers and great storytellers. They only want to make a certain, like I think the next season is the last season.
It's the last
Right.
season, and you know what? It's the greatest advertisement for Dungeons and Dragons ever.
Oh, absolutely.
It
But
is.
there-
It is like it's so on the like. It's hilarious because my wife is not into any of this stuff, and we watch
Mhm.
Stranger Things together. That shows you how good the show is. She is not into any of this, but she loves Stranger Things.
Oh,
She doesn't
yeah.
know anything about D&D. I'm
Mhm.
laughing because I come from a like this table I'm on right now. This is my Warhammer table. I play
Oh,
Warhammer
God.
on this. So
Okay.
I'm from that generation, D&D, Warhammer,
Yeah.
and she's like, "Who's Vecna?" And I'm laughing like that's a D&D character. And I already know like kind of where if you know anything about Dungeons and Dragons, you know where the last season is going. It's kind of following a certain edition of Dungeons and Dragons. It's hilarious.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, it's following it. Yeah, and it's the greatest. And I'm like, babe, you know you're into Dungeons and Dragons. She's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, Stranger Things. It's to it at its core. That's what it is. The writing is amazing. So to your point,
But
the script is amazing, the writing's amazing, the acting's amazing, and that's why it's such a popular show.
yeah, and so good, and captures all you see it
Yeah.
all audiences.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's unique, it's creative. There's passion in that
Mhm.
project.
Mhm.
You can feel it. You can feel it with even with the soundtrack, the
Oh, yeah.
synthesized music, which I absolutely love. That's why I created my my Paradox nerd intro that way, because I love that.
It is cool. It is cool.
Yeah, I love that era. I love the 80s. And I don't know. I just feel like, I really hope that.
Another great movie. I don't know if you guys watch the new Dune. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god. That was, I don't know if you guys seen it. That's
know
a
who-
passion movie. That's just like,
Yeah.
I loved it.
You know who's the cinematographer for that?
Who?
Is the same cinematographer for Rogue One.
I believe it. Very good shots. Like
Mhm.
almost so it's believable. Like the movie looks like it could be real. There's a depth to it.
Mhm.
So when you use like I don't know something about what's going on lately in Star Wars, it doesn't look genuine because nature doesn't work that way,
Mhm.
right? Like even when they go to like the caves and those environments, like those sand environments, you can tell they're in a studio because it just doesn't seem natural. I know it's because they're using that thing. What's that fancy camera dome thing?
Oh, the void. Was it the void? Not the void.
Yeah, but you
Yeah, I forget the name.
lose something. It looks too simple. I don't know what. Uncanny. Like you
Fake?
could tell, yeah, it's so good that it doesn't look right. It doesn't look natural. You need some natural shots outside.
Mhm.
The volume, Anthony.
Volume.
Says the volume.
That's
yeah.
right.
Okay, the volume, yeah.
Thanks,
Something's wrong. You could tell they're in a studio, even though it looks good. Like I don't know what scene where it was really glaring. It was in Obi-Wan where they're hiding in that cave. All the rebels are hiding in the cave, and Reva is like at the door trying to get in.
Yeah.
It was like it was so studio-esque to me. It just didn't look right at all.
Could be a combination of like that volume and then high definition TVs.
Mhm.
Like everything's almost too crisp, like where it almost starts to look too digital. you know?
I could literally tell they dropped a bag of sand in some parts to make it look sandy. Like it was just like I was like, that was like someone just dumped a 60-pound bag of sand right there and called it a day. And it was just it took me out of the experience. Where a movie like Dune, and I know the budget's very different, but like that movie, I felt like, wow, this could be real. This looks like a natural environment. And I think that's one thing that I think they're onto something with the void or whatever, but I think they're leaning on it way too much.
Well, a Star Destroyer chasing a ship without unleashing at least 50 TIE fighters is also a very unnatural environment for Star Wars.
Yes, Star Destroyer chasing and just a shuttle basically, and not using its tractor beam, or let's remember what it's called. I was busting PJ's chops at the barbecue. I was like, what is that ship called that was chasing that shuttle? It's a Star Destroyer. It could actually destroy a star, and it's somehow their lasers are just bouncing off this shuttle. Like, doesn't make any sense. And then Vader's like, increase power. Increase power to what? You should be able to blow this thing out of the sky in like 30 seconds.
Yeah. Hell, Vader could stop it with the Force.
And they've never had more unused TIE fighters in that show than I've ever seen. There's TIE fighters everywhere, but no one's using them.
and which I agree. And I thought, and to be honest, it was like I was having like PTSD from The Last Jedi. I remember they were having that slow chase scene.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, God.
And I was like, oh,
Blasphemy.
here we effing go again. Like, this is it. Like, I'm glad that, Kenobi, like, kind of like flew out. And
what I think they should do at this point is just do the shows they're doing. I know that I don't really know much about the Andor show. I haven't been watching the trailers. I want to be completely surprised. But man, I think there's they gotta seek out like a director that doesn't take orders from anybody.
Yep.
And has a vision and is left to his own devices to create something amazing.
Has a plan. A plan.
Yeah. And a plan would be nice. I mean, but where nobody, because that's another thing that's happening with Marvel, is there's a lot of cooks in the kitchen right now, and they're all making decisions, and that's why you get what you get. It's all disjointed, doesn't make any sense. Everyone's got an opinion, and that's a big problem in the Disney umbrella.
Yeah, so. And I think too is that I think a lot of people need to really speak with their money. Cancel your subscriptions. I just think that it's just getting out of hand.
Yeah, I mean,
with all the shows,
it's happened. The economy's weaker, and people are spending a little less money. There's a company I shall not mention, but I have a bunch of their stuff, and statues come out. Now I'm not going to order day one because there's discounts in like a month. Because
not even a month. Look at that Galactus. It got discounted.
The rewind.
Like a week after.
Yeah, like 10% discounts on, by the way, both of the pieces I just reviewed are 10% off right now.
Really?
You should have called them.
Yeah, that's like $90 on Grievous.
Yeah, so that kind of burns my ass.
Yeah, well, holy jeez Louise, man. I don't want to know about burning asses here, but
we were talking about pegging before, so I figured it was fair game.
It's thematic. A couple of things though. One of the things, and I don't know about how much attention you guys pay to this sort of thing, but as an artist, I'm super down with a lot of the design that I've seen in the Disney shows. I mean, aside from, stuff like Vespas and stuff like that, the ships and, the Mandalorian show, they have a lot of great character, costume, and vehicle designs, which I really appreciate. The musical scores aren't the best. And of course, we're talking about the stories, but the design is really good. And the other thing I'm grateful for is the fact that Star Wars is around, and there's a really strong online community of fans, people like us that are just talking about it. I really, really appreciate that. That's rejuvenated, me in so many ways. I'm pretty kind of an introverted guy, and I spend most of my time here working. And I've met so many fantastic individuals through talking about Star Wars that, it's just heartwarming every day, all the time. It's just fantastic. And lastly, for me, the last thing is, with the costume book and the other blueprint, I'm going back while Star Wars is still around, trying to find its feet, and hopefully it does. I'm really getting into deep dives on all of the people involved. These shows, the Icons show, the Disney show helps with that. And there's just tons of books and material out there and interviews all over YouTube where you can find out, what all kinds of things, minutiae of details you didn't know about the original trilogy and the prequels. And even Rogue One, there's great books, design books, The Art of Rogue One. So there's a lot of good people out there in the industry that are new and old that you can check out and hear their words on what inspires them and what they contributed to Star Wars. And there's this awesome scene that's happening right now, like we're literally making it happen, which is just fantastic. So while the current, Disney standard of Star Wars for me is still far from what it could be, I'm optimistic they'll achieve it. But while they're trying to figure that out, I'm just enjoying the scene, hanging out with you guys, this cool statue unboxing, us laughing our asses off, and all these inside references and stuff like that. It's very charming, and it's a bottomless well of just good times. I love it. So even though Disney, you can kind of dunk on Disney all day long.
Yeah, we can jam on them all.
That's really shooting fish in a barrel, and it gets boring pretty quick. It's an infinite source of disappointment, that's for sure. But there's so many great people populating the scene that I wake up every day looking forward to watching the new videos and reviews and stuff like that. So I'm deeply, deeply satisfied and grateful for the scene that exists and everybody that's in it. That guys like you and men and women that I get to meet in the scene. I just love it and breathe it in every day. It's great.
It is an awesome. The fandom is awesome.
Yeah,
people are awesome. Yeah. And in all of this, the collectible world, the art world, it's all cool people. I'm happy to have met all you guys, and Marcel, eventually we'll meet in person.
And
then we get to talk about it all day. And you're right. We can dunk on the corporations like everyone has for the last 100 years. It's easy. Maybe they will trip into some excellence eventually, and we could all.
Here's hoping, hey.
Yeah, everyone. Listen, even a broken clock is right twice a day, right? So it'll happen. It'll surprise us, and it'll be the most unexpected title.
Yeah, and I just hope that a lot of these corporations start realizing that creativity goes a long way, and I think they're losing sight of that slowly. And
I think they'll wake up to it. Money talks, man. When they realize they're doing something wrong and it's hurting their wallet.
Yeah, and that's why we as fans and collectors need to kind of like tell them. We need to let them know with our wallets. And I think, with what's happening with the economy now, we're definitely going to start talking with our wallets pretty soon. And I hope that makes them realize that it's not all about the quantity, but the quality of things that they put out, not only with content, but merchandise as well.
Yeah.
I don't need Grogu on my water bottle. Let's just say that, and on my underwear that I'm wearing right now. So
I really want Grogu to. You guys think he'll eventually become a Jedi, or you think they just?
I just wish they kill him off at this point.
Oh no! Stop! No,
I really think it is because you don't want to. You don't. Well, you're not gonna like him when there's a little picture that's leaked online right now where he's actually going to be wearing a Mando helmet, and that Mando helmet looks like a toy. I think I showed Sean. I think I showed
helmet. He can barely
walk. It.
What is he going to do? He's going to start like just pummeling bad guys in an alleyway. Like,
can you imagine him with a jetpack?
Yes, that would be awesome.
No,
that's
I think
Star Wars.
So here's my thing, and I really hope he becomes a Jedi because I'm a big Yoda fan. And that can listen. He can do no wrong for me. I think he's a good character. I think they utilized him well so far. I think there's some missteps on this whole becoming a Jedi, not becoming a Jedi. Like, what are we doing here? That's a little frustrating for me. I feel like they should have let him go off into the sunset with Luke. But boardroom decision. It's like, wait a minute. We have this moneymaker character. We're going to take him out of the show. Who the hell decided that? Let's bring him back. He's with Mando again.
Are they going to tie up that loose end with the Empire taking some of his cells in the first season? I mean, now he's just going to go off with Mando on this redemption arc, right? Or to
Yeah.
get, you know, to recover his Mandalorian status. I mean, the Empire has to that
Yeah.
those scenes from the first season have to.
I'm Team Grogu, so
I know the kingdom will burn if
Yeah,
he dies.
but think of how much more badass Mando is without him. When he didn't have him and he rolled up.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And
I wish he would have left the Mando show and go on to the Ashoka show or something. That would have made more sense to me.
Yeah.
But this is definitely. So there's 2 ways. It either does have a long-term plan because this is Favreau. So I'm hoping he has a long-term plan, or it was a boardroom decision.
yeah,
Oh, it's a boardroom decision.
it's
because
money for sure.
Yeah, because they didn't make that scene with Luke taking Grogu away for a reason, right? To bring him back, literally, like in
The next season. Yeah, it was,
even the next. It's not even the next season. It was in Book of Boba when they brought him back.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot that. I
They're
blanked out
gonna
on most
milk.
of that show.
They're gonna
Mhm.
milk this Grogu cash cow till it's literally over.
Well, listen,
there's-
I would totally buy a Grogu lightsaber. So if anybody's listening to that, I would buy that.
God. Well, they're gonna probably. Oh yeah,
and it
you know,
should be a cool color. Okay, it's got to be
yeah.
maybe green. I wouldn't want blue either or yellow.
Yeah. Well, I just want to make this point before we log off, and you know, it's just
How
like
long
I
is it?
said.
2.5 hours. Wow.
Yeah. Well, it was like 2 hours just unboxing your stuff.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
2 hours of pegging.
Yeah,
like,
2 hours of
Please.
literally statue pegging. But so I do want to say this, and this kind of like is really annoying, right? So I do have the Darth Revan like lightsaber by Hasbro, right? I brought the first version. So here's the elite lightsaber.
Mm.
So now they made the same lightsaber, but now with a better LED lightsaber. It comes with all these different like effects and things like that. And
Kyber crystal.
Yeah,
So
Kyber crystal.
Is it as good as the lightsaber? So I don't have any of those. I just have the one from Disney, the Obi-Wan. But it's not that good.
It's getting ridiculous.
But you're not listening. Why do you have to buy it?
No, I'm not buying it. But it's
you're
just
getting
kind
upset though that they made it.
No, but yes, because I have this one that I have this one that I have, and
There's
I'm
always
like,
going to be a better one, man. Like,
but this not it. Okay, I get it. If you make a better one, like maybe 5 years down the line, this is literally a year old, and they made it better.
I get it.
It's everything's turning.
You were the rock upon which the water splashes.
What are you freaking Play-Doh here? What's going on here?
Just who cares? It's all good. You got your lightsaber. You're cool with it, man.
No, yeah, I am.
PJ, why are you so angry?
Yeah,
I am angry. I'm tired and I'm angry. No, but here's
a cracker. Give him a cracker, please.
I actually, you know what it is too. I didn't eat my dinner yet, so I'm a little hangry. I'm a Virgo, so if I don't eat, I get hangry. But see, here's the thing too: is that like it's happening a lot. It's just, you know what it is? It's the iPhone mentality. You buy the first iPhone, and literally 6 months later, there's a better one. It is,
but
it's
then
true.
You know what? You hold on to yours. Wait 10 years, they'll come up with the 15th version of it, and you'll have the 15.0.
Yeah, but
you get to say you have the first, PJ. Good for you.
No,
you
but no. See, here's the thing too. Okay. So here's my point too.
PJ.
But here's the point too. Like Dom, like we're talking about like the 10% off, right?
That hurts.
Yeah,
that hurts. I like literally just got them.
Yeah, but that would piss me off too.
And they're broken.
Okay. I'll do you one better.
You got the 10% off when the thumb fell off.
Yeah, that's true.
Right down.
But like say I'll do you one better.
Down.
Yeah, that's true. Literally. And this is just one point before we log off. But
go ahead.
You know, like, okay, what happens if someone does make that General Grievous steel like metal literally 2 months later after you bought this?
You know,
that's how I feel.
No, but it's like buying a TV, man. They're so mass produced now. Like even the edition sizes. Come on. Do I feel real special about my 1 in 4,500 Darth Vader? I don't feel that special.
I know.
Like my Doctor Doom on Throne is 750, or I think the best one I have is the lowest edition is 150.
Yeah.
From Sideshow. That's cool. Whatever. It's all mass produced. It's all good.
And then Disney's making their own lightsabers. It's
they redid the Obi-Wan. I'm gonna probably buy that when I'm in Disney.
Oh, good lord!
I have the Obi-Wan, the first one. I buy it again because it's not really because they have to stick the blade in, and it's supposed to be skinny at the end of the Obi-Wan saber, and it's not that skinny. So they figured out a way to do it. So Marcel's like, and I'll probably, and instead of buying another character because I love Obi-Wan, I'm gonna just buy a second Obi-Wan saber.
Well, you know what it is. That's why I made that stream yesterday. Buy nice or buy thrice or 5 times or whatever. So for me, when I buy a couch, whenever I buy a couch, whenever I buy a TV, I make sure I buy the best. So literally, if there is other things out there, I don't have to look at it, right? Like my couch, I spent a lot of money, and so that you know what I'm saying.
So here's the thing with sabers too. Nobody really makes them as good as who used to make Master Replicas. I used to have them. I have one. I have the Yoda Master Replica. Those are really, really nice. They're all metal. They don't light up. It's just the hilt. But damn, the Sidious one, they have the Sidious and they had the Obi-Wan, and those were pure prop replica. Nobody makes them like that anymore. Now they all want light up features. I'd rather have a really nice hilt without the light up.
Yeah.
I've got a few.
Oh, you do? Yeah. Do you have the Sidious?
Yeah, I've got a KR Saber Sidious.
Yeah,
and it's just a static one, and it's pretty legit.
It's legit. Like you hold it, you're like, damn. This
yeah. I'm scared to touch it because of fingerprints. It's so chrome and it's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
it's not cheap either.
No, they're like $800 just for the hilt.
Yeah, and that's why
that was back in the day. That was
I know this is not Star Wars related, and I think that's when we need to go.
Are you gonna show us your couch?
Oh. Yeah, well, actually, I love my couch.
Disappointed now.
Actually, to be honest, I love my couch. I have had it for 10 years now.
So I love Alien pieces. I know nothing about Alien. I barely remember the first movie, but they're just so cool.
This is buy nice and buy never again. Because literally, what's the next step to beat this thing is literally a 1-to-1 statue of this thing.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? But that is what I'm trying to say is that you want to make sure when you spend it, we're not talking about $20 figures here. We're talking about
how much is that FX Hasbro lightsaber or whatever it's called?
Well, the one I bought was $150, $200. I think the other one is
really that high, right? For an electric saber, like a powered saber?
Yeah, I thought they were close to 300 now.
Wow. Now they are. Those
are they plastic or are they metal hilts?
The first one I got was plastic. I don't know about this one. So
yeah, that's a little surprised. That's a little expensive for that.
They're expensive.
That's another thing you collectors don't do. Sometimes you got to just map, really price something out. Like, why does this cost $300?
Well, yeah. So here's the Darth Vader that they came out with.
They put the word elite in front of it.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's an elite couch.
F you, Grogu. So
that's crazy to me. That doesn't. That's a toy. Okay, literally a toy that you're supposed to play around with, and it's $300.
Yep, and that's how it is.
I'm not in it. I don't get it.
That's how it is now, guys.
So when you go to Disney and you build I did the lightsaber building thing with my 6-year-old. That
$200.
$200, but it was all metal, and it comes. It's all metal, and you take it apart and you put the kyber crystal in it. Yeah, and that actually decides the color of the saber, and you get the saber. And now I get it. Like, okay,
did you make one for yourself?
No, I just did it for my son.
Okay,
he did a. I'll never forget this. We're online, and they ask you would you want a dark side saber? What is it called? Power and control.
Yeah.
And my son was like, I want power and control, and he got this nasty look from this mom next to us, he's like, what? That's what they want. It's not like he's sorry. I'm sorry, your kid's a Jedi.
You don't know the power
of the dark side. But But at least that one, $200, right? $200.
Yeah, I see the value.
Experience.
I see the value of the experience, but it's heavy. Like these plastic sabers that you're paying for $300 for, I'm out. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah. Anyway, that's end of rant. Sorry, guys. It went a little longer. Everyone's like literally ready to pass out and sleep.
Tell us how you feel about the couch.
Oh, I could go on. Oh, dude, I love my couch. Dude, see that to me, that's like the best investment ever. So
just don't get a black light near it.
No, yeah, please don't.
He loves it too much.
That's why I'm not getting. That's why I'm not getting that Grievous. I don't want to shine any black light.
Side note, I discovered something about Marcel. I didn't know you were from Canada.
Oh, where have
you been? Like the past, like
I had no idea he was mentioning Canada. I was like, oh, he's in Canada. I just never. I guess it never dawned on me. So learn something new every night.
Yeah, that's why.
What part of Canada?
What's that?
What part?
I live near Vancouver in a small city, a few miles away from Vancouver. West Coast, British Columbia.
Which I would love to go up there and
north
snowboard.
Of Seattle, if that helps you.
Got it.
I would love to actually snowboard out there. I heard the snow is.
It's white and it's soft and it's cold.
Oh, I love it.
Lots of snow. It's very popular.
Yeah. First of all, I just want to say thank you to Marcel. Please, please, please support his amazing work. The 16
I
by
will
20.
if I find out who the signature series are for next year, and I'm down.
Well,
I'm down. Number one, I want the first one.
All right.
If it is who I think it is,
I don't. Well, we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me, gentlemen. It's always fun hanging out.
It was definitely a lot of fun. The 16 by 20s are out right now.
They are limited edition of 50.
Yes, very small edition size. These will sell out.
Order up. I got mine.
Sean's got his. BMX Jedi got his in the chat.
So did a bunch of other people. Thanks very much. There are, as I mentioned, we did get a couple of extra signature plaques from Ray. Mm-hmm. So hit Nancy up. Go to our website. Go to the contact if you're interested in one of those. Otherwise, they'll be just there. Because we found that people were missing the pre-orders on those, and then I was getting a lot of DMs saying people wanted one and they were gone. So we're always going forward, we are always going to buy a few extra. And if you want me to so 16 by 20s, limited edition of 50, non-signature series 30 by 40s, limited to 20, and there's just like 3 or 4 signature series for the Ray Park Darth Maul.
Okay.
Thank you.
Cool. I put the link in the chat, guys. So definitely support Marcel. And
all I want to see is your couch on your Facebook page tomorrow.
Oh, dude,
you got
my couch.
What brand?
Love it.
What brand?
Couch?
Natuzzi. Is the left?
No, that's fancy.
Yeah, it's a.
I went to Ashley Furniture for mine. You're way cooler than me.
Ashley Furniture. What the freak?
Yeah, I like it. As cup holders, it lights up.
Natuzzi. It's Natuzzi. I was like, it's been freaking 10 years since I bought this couch. Still love it. And thank you to Dom. Dom.
Thanks, Dom.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
The live unboxing. Thank you for being such a good sport too. Like we're probably it's so hard to like put things together. And
Grievous had me sweating, man. I really
but it also didn't help that we were like,
fingers are flying off. It's
peg holes, and
you still got to put him in his place.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't even. He's a little taller. I don't know. He'll fit in my mod. Yeah, he'll fit in my Moji case.
Measure first before you get it over there.
Push him in the Moji case. Arms fly off.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So.
That was fun.
Yeah, thank you
Sean.
again. Thank you, Sean.
Why
am I saying this guy is always on. He's my co-host. Thank you, Sean, for being my co-host.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I got it now. I got to unbox it. Yeah.
Nice shirt, by the way. Always.
Love that shirt.
Quarry action.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't wear this one too much because I don't want to get it all, get the pit stains, get it all ruined. That's like I like this shirt, so
yeah. All I gotta say, guys, is
Peg.
I declare bankruptcy!
dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural.